Welcome back to another episode of the Peer to Peer Podcast. I'm your host, Agent Zero. Today I'm joined with
You're
my
not doing no
co-host,
ASMR podcast whispering. We're not doing that,
Legend
bro.
of Winning. Well, just say what's
Yo,
up.
that podcast, people, it's the one and only Legend of Winning,
God damn, you should have warned me. I didn't change the level.
a.k.a. best basketball debater alive. You know what I'm saying? Or also known as Low. Man, we back with another episode of Peer to Peer Podcast. I got a really good story to tell.
Yeah, I know you can't be YRG because I was watching Rage's stream, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I got hit with an ad. I was like, I can't be here. So I went to Losa's stream to see what he was doing. And I saw you. And I was like, why? You're supposed to be watching, supporting YRG, but you wasn't even, you was competition that night.
Well, I was trying to
You not loyal.
completely.
You not loyal, bro.
Wait, first, can you say what's up to everybody else? Jesus,
I don't.
because you forgetting that now.
I don't think we should do that.
I'll
no
carry
more.
it. I'll
On the-
carry
on
it.
the
I'll
podcast,
carry it.
no, I don't
I'll
think we should
carry
do that because it's like a minute long, but they know we love them though. You know what I'm saying? At this point,
At bare minimum, yo, Mondays and Thursdays, people, make sure y'all check us out on all audio platforms and on YouTube. And when you're on the YouTube, make sure you hit the subscribe button, leave a comment, and after all that, make sure you hit the notification bell so you can join. Know the gang.
Just say it. They're waiting for you.
Gang.
And make sure to say.
Yo, shout out to all the word of mouth people too. Y'all been holding me strong for the past 24 hours. You know what I'm saying?
Say it.
Why? You just love.
Actually,
Every video's been demonetized because you say that in the first 5 minutes.
You're such a liar.
Come
bro.
on, stop, bro.
You're lying about our
We
demonetization.
can't be making no money. He trying to make sure we're no longer millionaires because we're not making no money off this podcast.
if you get an ad on
that's
this
the reason why we're doing
podcast-
ads, because he says it. That's why. No, newsflash, everybody. The reason why y'all hear ads because he just loves to say the F word.
Or it's because we want to make money. It's one of the two.
Yo, just stick with us though, boy. Use them codes. Oh man, yo. First of all, the reason why I was in Los is make sure I
You could just say it though.
Go stop.
You could just say you're not YRG.
I can destroy. First of all, I have the top tier subscription for YRG.
You're tier 3?
Of course.
I expect nothing less.
Now for Lowe's, I'm just a grunt. I just be in there. I don't do none of that. I just be grunting it out. You know what that is, right? Oh, you're not YRG, so you don't know what grunts are. My bad. I'm using lingo that's
Hey, we could this podcast.
over your head lingo. My bad. I'm bugging. But yeah, I was just in Lowe's stream. You know, I had to school him a bit. You know, I had to teach him my basketball a little bit.
Keep on.
What's up? What's up? Yeah, I had to just teach him my basketball. You know, give him all the things that he needed to know. I swear, I feel like Agent is about to troll right now because I don't know what's going on. But you know, I got the battle off. I'm pretty sure everybody know who won that debate. You know, it was simple. It was easy. It really wasn't that difficult at all. What are you looking for? I swear. Oh wow, yo, you're a sick individual. I thought you were looking for this Miami Heat hat.
Nah, I threw that on too.
Because you know, since you're a Heat fan and so is Los, I'm not a Heat fan. I'm a Laker fan.
I ain't say I was actually. You.
I'm a Laker fan.
Out of your mouth came.
I'm a Laker fan.
Out of your mouth.
I'm a Laker fan.
Put the Grizzlies hat back on.
Chill,
Out of your mouth came the words, "I'm a Heat fan."
But y'all know they know I be trolling now. They know I be trolling now, so they know that was a troll. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, don't mind me, guys, if I'm just unboxing my new camera. I've been waiting 3 years for Sony to announce in 6 months after I pre-ordered it.
It's probably trash.
Why do you hate?
I'm sorry.
It just come out your
That
mouth.
was so default.
That
too.
was because you
That
just
was so
you didn't need
default.
to say that, bro.
That was so default. You think we're in the podcast now long enough so I can tell the story?
Yeah, probably.
It's a very, very
graphic,
yeah,
intimate.
graphic.
Does it have to do with? Just go ahead, bro. While I unbox this, don't mind me, guys.
I need you to please stop. I need you to remember what video we was watching and the places that the dude told us not to go to.
Oh no way!
Yeah.
Oh my god! Is that what you were doing?
Yo,
Whoa! What the?
exactly.
Wait! What were you doing?
So you gonna just keep? Look.
Hey, don't mind me unboxing, bro. Don't let me get in the way.
What are you doing? What are you doing right now? You looking for the lens? You went that crazy for a battery. Why are Sony batteries like all
$100?
Yeah.
I don't know. But they work great though compared to the GH5.
But they're not. I don't think they're top tier anymore.
Batteries?
Yeah.
Yo, these last in an A7R3 recording the whole time. By the way, on it lasts for 2.5, 3 hours.
So they don't overheat.
Some of them have overheating issues. I actually just started having one with my A7R3, but none. I have an A7R4, another A7R3, an A7 III downstairs, and another A7 III coming, and now an A7S III. I think I'm addicted. And none of them except one of them has had it, but it's never turned off. It just had the symbol for it saying like chill out.
Okay, because mine's turned off from time to time. But
Shout
yo,
out.
so let me go and get into this story real quick. So we just chilling, right? Me and my girl.
Wait.
Nigga, no one wants to hear ASMR. You opening boxes and packages. That is a pretty thick boy. That's a thick boy right there.
I'm so excited right now.
Stop. Why are you whispering?
How do you
Why are you whispering right
flip this? Oh, this shit
is,
flip
yeah. It
around
flips
this
around,
year.
yeah.
About fucking time. Canon had that shit figured out a decade ago.
But the like one of the lower level Sonys, they flip around like that. I don't know why, but then they flip them
Like
around.
the
and
DSLR?
that's- Yeah.
It has to be the A7 III. That's their lowest level, I think. Yeah.
Oh no, not DSLR. It's a mirror.
Oh, okay. Oh, a man like me is gonna have a photo shoot, huh? I'm really gassed. Listen, all right, go ahead, tell your story.
So you remember now the video that we was watching, and the guy was telling us a place not to go to.
Yep.
So me and my girl chilling, and
You had a wild night. By the way, you started that story. There's no other way.
it wasn't night. It was today.
What?
Yeah,
In the middle of the day?
middle of the day.
Jesus.
And it's still active.
Of course it is.
So wait, so let me say it like this. So me and my girl chilling, and one of her friends. What is that?
You kill a bug with my goddamn.
It's a
Coasters?
bottom of the coaster. So chill out.
That's the part that touches the table. Dummy.
The bug was on the table.
I don't give a fuck about no bug, bro. Care
So what are we saying?
Care about tell your story. You're my coaster, bro.
So me and my girl chilling, and she brings up this idea of going to this sex shop called Tokyo
I
Valentino.
was getting freaky, bro.
But, hey, let me tell you right now. Hey, let me tell you right now. On the freak level scale, at first I was like, I'm like a 5 or a 6, something like that.
Found out you
I'm
were
a
7
2.
today?
No, I'm a 2.
Oh.
Let me see. Hey, I'm a 2. You might be a -1. Well, Leader's like a -5, I swear.
Okay.
So we go into the we went to this place. Oh, so she said, "Yo, we can go to this place called Tokyo Valentino."
Oh, they got that everywhere here.
So
They got that like every 10 minutes you'll see a new one.
I said, "Yo, okay, that sounds like a great idea. There's 2 around where I live." I was like, "Actually, I think there's 3. There's 3 around here." I was like, "I didn't say less." I'm thinking about to just go buy some. She's like, "Yeah. A friend of mine said that you can have sex in there."
Whoa. In there?
I'm gonna tell you right now. This story, this story's crazy now. This story's crazy now. I was like, nah, I don't think you can do that because the places like the ones around us, they're like small. They're small locations. I don't think you can. So then she went back. She dealt back with her friend, and then she said, "Oh yeah, it's the only one. It's the one in Buckhead that you can do it in. You can have sex in." So then earlier this week, or maybe late last week, me and Agent and I, that's proper grammar, we're watching this video where this dude was telling us a places not to go to because there's some extracurricular.
They're not going to know what you're talking about, trust me. Because it's so out of left field. Nobody thinks about it.
So you think I can just say, should I say the word?
Nah, just use like a synonym.
What's the synonym for it?
Like, you know when you're in GTA and like you
yeah.
honk?
Yeah.
and then-
All right, yeah. So yeah, you're in GTA and you honk. Somebody comes up to your door, and they open up the car door, and then you kind of go in the back alley. Those type of activities, right?
Yeah, okay.
So we was watching this video, and the guy was explaining us like we're in Atlanta, those type of activities.
Camera, give me a camera.
He was explaining to us where those activities happen in Atlanta and where you want to avoid and things of that nature. But he was saying it like a little too he seemed like he had some experience, but he swore up and down that he'd never been to any of these places, right? So in one of the places he said it was I don't know how to pronounce Cheshire Bridge or Cheshire Bridge or whatever, but there's a place, it's a street in Atlanta called Cheshire Bridge, and there's a lot of crazy activity going on. So when my girl said it's the sex store that's in Buckhead, I was immediately like, oh man, that's on Cheshire Bridge. Oh man, that's gonna be one of them places, huh? So it was. I was like, all right, cool. I'm open minded. I'll try a couple things out because she said that her friend went there and they had their own private room and they had sex in the room.
Okay, you have your own private room in this house.
Very true, but that's still not like, not public, right? So look. So this is me thinking, I'm like, ooh, freak level 6. You know what I'm saying? Trying to bump it up to a 7. Oh man. So we go to the place, and then at the very top level, there's this actual sex shop, and then below it is where all the rooms and stuff. You go in the sex shop, buy a couple things, you know what I'm saying?
What'd you get?
Got handcuffs.
Of course.
Had to. Paddles. Of course.
Paddle.
Yes, of course. It's a course, right? It's a course, right?
All right.
Some lingerie, of course. Right?
Keep going.
That's a course, right? Right?
Just keep going.
I mean, you with me, right?
Don't look.
I'm saying, like, up until this point, you with me, right?
I'm not. Keep going.
Oh my God. And what else we get? You got a couple other things where I ain't gonna say.
No, hold on. I'm a little curious what those things are now.
No. He's not cray. What?
Okay, just keep telling the story.
What?
I got it for you.
What?
Trying to be covert and stop. You stop your whole
Oh,
sentence.
I didn't know what's going on. Yo, so we go in there, buy a couple things. Like I said, lingerie, paddle, handcuffs, just to name a few things, right? So then we get done with it, and then we get to the.
What else you get though, bro? Hold on. Stop.
What's up?
What else you get, man?
Can I say the story?
Because the rest of the stuff, it was normal sound. You know what I'm saying? Okay,
I mean,
paddles, handcuffs, mad generic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
lingerie, everybody get lingerie.
Yeah, of course.
You got some. Talk to us about that. Talk to us about that.
I mean, what you saying? Like,
I mean, give me a description.
I mean, it's like, something like that.
Name me like one of those other things.
Nothing too crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Like a vibrator. Stop me them.
No, not that.
Dildo.
No. I think they kind of understand where we're going.
No, I don't. I'm curious what those other things are.
I'm just saying, like, also there was like some rope where like you can like.
Oh yeah, I was gonna go crazy. Handcuffs and rope. You can
wrap your you can like put your hands behind your back and then wrap your wrists around. Like you wrap the rope around your wrist and then like also like tie it to the back of your ankles and stuff like that and be stuff like
oh
yeah yeah something like that.
Oh, so wait, what level is that?
Hold on, and there's some other things too. Yeah,
whatever level that is, I'm like 4 underneath it.
Wait, yeah, let me tell you what's some other shit though in a second. So then we in there. And we're like, but where's the rooms at where you can, get it popping and stuff like that? Come to find out, it was downstairs. I didn't even notice like a 3-story building. That's how big this building is. We just at the top level, and there's actual extra parking if you go down on the lower floor. So we leave, we go out the back room and then go downstairs, and then there's this door that's tinted, and you can't even really see in there. I open the door. Smell like bleach and chlorine because they just clean up the fucking messes that other people leave all day long. Mind you, wait, let me also say this. In the parking lot, in the back parking lot, there was a lot of cars when we went into the store. It was only like 3 or 4 other people in there with us. It's like, where are all these other people at? Wow. So this is about to go crazy. let me prep you right now. This is about to go so crazy. I'm gonna have to cut some of this shit out. So we go into the back door, tinted door, opening it up, smell like bleach and chlorine because they just clean shit. Then we get to the clerk right there. He's talking to somebody about something, and we kind of like say, yo, how we get in, what we doing, and stuff like that. And the guys, he's like explaining us what's going on. He's like, yo, have you ever been here? We was like, no, we ain't never been here. And he was like, well, let me just go ahead and explain to you what it is. This is a hookup spot where people just hook up and stuff like that.
Like random people or people like you bring someone? It's not random, is it?
Like I said, we might have to cut some of this shit out.
Okay.
So then he said, my girl was like, okay, so like what, like how do we do it? He's like, so it's hook up. Sometimes it's single people, sometimes it's couples, sometimes it's single people looking for couples, sometimes it's couples looking for single people or other couples and stuff like that. And then, but a lot of times, just some random people just come in here. Still gets worse. So then he started describing what type of rooms there are. First, you got the first 2 booths in there, and they booths too, just straight booths. Like when you in a mall and they have those photo booths. That's how wide it is. It's a small ass booth. So the first booth is just straight porn. First of all, as men you have to pay $20 to get in, but as women it's free. I'll explain to you why that is in a second.
I already know. More guys go.
Okay. All right. So you got to pay $20 to get in as a man. I didn't pay either. She paid for me, which is.
Aww.
So you got to pay $20 going as a man. The first booths are just porn booths.
What does that mean? Like they're just playing it
on
TV?
Playing porn. You got to go in there. You feed the machine $1, and it just keeps playing it. Hold on now. This is where things get worse though. The second booths are porn booths with glory holes.
Wait, do you know who's on the other side?
No, you don't. Adrian.
So you could just
Yes.
and anybody.
Anybody.
It could be a guy.
A guy. The third room is what they call a black room. And you walk in there and it's pitch black and you don't know who else is in there.
Wait, pause. I had to stop because I'm still thinking about the last thing you said. Who is voluntarily just on the other side?
Agent. It gets worse.
Who's on the receiving side?
Anybody.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine thinking like, I got a couple free hours. Let me go to this glory hole, the fucking receiving side. Like the fact that that's even a thing that can happen, let alone a thing.
Oh, let's be clear. There is no receiving end. It's just like there's a hole. It's like a wall, and there's a hole in between it. So there's no like actual.
Oh, so it can go both
It
ways.
can go both ways. Yeah.
Oh, good stuff.
So wait, what's crazy? My girl didn't know what a glory hole was, and the clerk is like trying to
She
explain
lied.
to her what it was.
Everybody know. Come on, she lied.
He was like, a glory hole is like just a hole, and I shut my head like, yeah, I know what it is, but she said no, but I was behind her, so she didn't say. I said yes, and I was like, oh man, I hope I don't like a nasty ass nigga because I said yes to my girl.
No,
But she didn't see it. She didn't know that though. So then the guys explained it to her. He's like, yeah, it's like a hole in the wall, and you can just stick something in there, or you can put your butt up against it, or you can put your mouth up against it, or you can put your fingers through there. And she was like, oh, okay. And I'm like, no, it's not a okay thing to say. So then the third set of rooms is what they call a black room. You walk into the room, take your clothes off, and you just start grabbing for somebody else.
And you can't see.
Can't see who it is. And it can be anyone. It's not separated by men and women or any other gender. You just walk in a room, pitch black.
How you know that stuff?
He was explaining to us.
Oh, it was like a tour?
No, he walked. Again, I'll explain to you. But before we even got in there, he was explaining to us all the rooms.
Okay.
Then there's a semi-dark room where you can kind of see a little bit. It got like dim lighting and stuff like that, so you can kind of sort of see what's going on. Then there was there's like a party room and stuff like that on the next floor, and then on the very top floor, not at the very top floor, on the floor after that, because the very top floor is where the store is at. On the next floor above that is a shower area.
Of course.
No gender specific.
Just whoever.
Just open showers.
Gotta shower off after you go to the black room.
Yeah, of course. And then there's also private rooms. The private room is $10 an hour, and then there's a $20 private room. That's a master suite, but it comes with some bondage gear in there.
And I know which one you went for, man.
Oh, so we couldn't even go into the thing because the private rooms because they don't even open until 6.
Of course. So
then,
of course, yeah, no doubt.
we bought. So it's crazy. We bought all that stuff up top on the top floor. Thing we're gonna go downstairs, get the freak on. You know what I'm saying? Use it, but no, couldn't even use it. So then we get there and he's explaining to us, yeah. So men are $20, women are free. Just show me your ID. He didn't ask for my ID either, but I guess I just look like I'm over 18. And then we had to go get cash, come back. And again, it was like a lot of cars. And I was like, where are these people at?
What was the demo?
Oh, man.
Was it like visibly weird people? Was it like
I'll say this
business looking people? Was it like creative looking people?
There were 4 group of people. And I can't even say 4 group of people because I couldn't even see a lot of them. And I'll explain. There was a few business casual guys, like they just came off of work, hard day of work, came in there, nice button up and all that stuff, fresh shirts. There were construction workers out there as well.
Of course.
I see what y'all doing. Some weird ass, weirdos. And then your typical old, bald, late 30s, mid 40s type of guy. We saw a black guy and a white guy like that too. And that more or less was a demo. Now I want you to listen specifically to what I just said. Let's listen to what I said again. Guy who came off of work, construction worker men, weirdo niggas, and then bald head guys. I'll say it one more time. Businessman, construction worker men, weirdo men, and bald-headed midlife crisis men. Okay, you see what I'm saying? You follow me?
So it's like a.
Also, it was also some gay dudes in there too, but they look cool though. Actually, we went in behind the gay dudes, and even they were like, "Oh, okay, so we'll just leave out of here." So we had to go get cash. And he came back, walking as we went to go get cash. A part of me was like, "Yeah, I don't know. I didn't see any women at all there, so I don't know what's about to happen when we go in this we go in here." So we go back, get
a public room.
Huh? Wait, say it again.
Wait.
No, I'm talking about like when you outside in the parking lot, I didn't see any men, and then in the lobby where you have to pay to get in, I didn't see any men in there. Any women in there either. So I didn't see no women in the parking lot. I didn't see no women in the lobby where we were talking to the clerk. So we go get cash, come back, and as we're paying, when we come back in, 3 or 4 dudes just walk in behind us, and they go through the little toll booth. Once you pay, you already get a ticket, and you just scan. You just keep coming back for that day.
Got the membership?
I guess, I don't know. And that was hitting me. The reason why 3 other dudes came behind us because I had a girl. And you're like, what girl's in there? So they just stand outside in the parking lot, see a girl, and you're like, oh, it's about to get popping. So we go into now we're actually in the facilities, right? And it's dark. Dark as in I can barely see dark. And the only way you can really make your way around is because on the bottom floor they have LED lights kind of guiding you through the place. So dark, similar to the same type of lighting at a haunted house. Like light enough to where you can see and make your way around, but dark enough to where everything was in lettering, like glow in the dark lettering, so you can like that's the way you can only see it. First getting in there, the first 2 booths are just regular, regular porno booths. You feed the machine $1, you get it popping. We then bust the corner to like this open area, and it's just a bunch of men just sitting around on one side of the glory hole booths, just sitting there, just waiting right outside, hoping that like somebody comes like on the other end. So we're walking around trying to figure out what's going on. And then off to the right I can see the pitch black room, and that's where the gay couple went over there. And then that's when they were like, all right, we're gonna skedaddle real quick. Because once you see all those men and then you see a pitch dark room where you cannot see literally nothing in there, but you can hear people talking, it's like, okay, yeah, we gotta get out of here.
Wait, this just happened?
Like 2-3 hours ago. This is in the middle of the day, before 6 o'clock. Like niggas just got off work. They're like, this is where I'm going. So then we're walking by, and in the glory hole booths, you can still see the porn going. I was like, oh man, there go the glory holes and stuff like that. Had a Pac-Man machine in there as well, in the vending machine, like it was an arcade. I was like, oh, y'all niggas being here for a good little second, huh? That's crazy. So we're walking around. And there's a lot of glory hole booths, like a lot of them. I was like, man, nigga should have said a little bit more than this right here. Walking around, and like kind of cutting around the corner. I'm trying to figure out like what's going on. I can barely see what exactly is happening, but I can like I can see the men just walking around, sitting in chairs, waiting for something to pop off, and I can also see like where the exits are and stuff like that, kind of directing people. So that was the first floor. We go to the second floor. There's a little bit more booths, glory hole booths, and there's like that's where the semi pitch dark room is at, but that's closed off with tents and stuff like that. And you can hear them as you walk by the room. So then we go into the next floor. That's where also there is all that shit's happening. Also, there's like a party room and stuff like that, like a DJ, like where DJ booth be playing, like a dance room and stuff like that. And then we go one more. She goes halfway up the like flight of stairs to the last level. I was like, I remember that's a shower level. Yeah, no way. I'm not walking up to no fucking shower level where niggas is butt ass naked. Like I'm not about to do that. I'm already way out of my depth. Way. So then we're going back down back down the stairs. And then it dawns on me that a lot of these people, they're just gay, actually. They're just gay. Because like half of them weren't even like looking, like the straight men, I can like feel them staring at us. Like, oh, a girl's in here. Oh.
Maybe it's because you went like in the middle of the day.
I mean, possibly.
Because I can't imagine if that's the reality that any guy would do that. Well, I can't imagine any guy doing that regardless. But if you're literally just waiting at a car until you see a girl and then going, oh, time to go in. And then scanning your membership because you're there all the time. That doesn't sound like, you know what I'm saying? Imagine this situation. You're one of in the bald-headed old guy category. Mm-hmm. You just pull up, and then 3 hours goes by, and nobody comes to that other side.
What they told us that it's a lot more people going on after 9 o'clock, and on the weekends it's really lit when we were leaving. So they know the hours and when they come. But maybe that's just the only time where you can kind of squeeze in your time.
All right.
So then we're at this point. I'm like, yeah, let's go ahead and just skedaddle. Let's go ahead and get out of here. Cause this right here, I was like seeing what was happening, and I had to explain to my girl what was going on when we finally left. As we're leaving, she was like, no, like we're already here. Like, I'm not just going to a booth. I was like, no. So then I'm thinking that, and I'm like, all right, whatever. She goes into a booth and she opens up the door a little bit more, and then I see the glory hole. I'm like, and she was like, she was like, yeah, I was like, no. I pulled her. I was like, yeah, no, we're not doing it. She's like, what's going on? I was like, I'll explain to you when we get outside real quick. So then we leave, and then the clerk is like, yo, what's going on, y'all? That was so quick. What happened? I was like, yeah, like, well, how much of the private rooms? When y'all do the private rooms? Like, oh, yeah, we don't do it until after 6 because, we got to do a lot of cleaning up and stuff like that. We normally don't do it at the end of someone's shift. My shift is about to end, so I'm, like, right now just kind of cleaning up while I'm transitioning and stuff like that. But the next person come in a little after 6, and I have everything ready for you. I was like, oh, okay. And then how much? And that's when he told me about the bondage room and all the other stuff. And I was like, perfect, man. Perfect.
Is it? Or would your room just be fine?
Yeah, it would be fine. So, but then I was like, perfect. And then, then while we were walking out, this is what this nigga said to somebody else who was just standing there talking to him, like maybe another coworker. He's like, yeah, man, I only sold about a dozen condoms today, so I don't know. Either these people come in ready or they not. I was like, oh man. Okay, and then when we went to go get when we went to go get the cash, my girl was like, "Yeah, that's weird. Like they run around like touching people and stuff like that in a pitch dark room. Like you don't even know like who it is. You might catch the Rona and stuff like that." And I was like, "There's a lot more things right now. You should be concerned." And catching the Rona is not at the top of that list right now. So then we leave, and she's like, "What happened? What happened?" I was like, "You didn't see the map?" Oh yeah, I whispered it to her while we were walking out, like, "Hey, the fucking glory hole right there." And then she's like, "Yeah, you didn't see the fucking massive like oval shaped hole right there? That was a glory hole." She's like, "Oh, that's what that was." I just thought like because all of them had the exact same thing. I just thought that's how the booths were set up, right? Get this, as she was walking in, I can hear the nigga on the other side, on the other booth, slam the door behind him. Like, close the door like, oh, yeah, she's ready. I'm like, oh, yeah, no. And that's what I was like, yeah, no. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. So, that's what I did today. Oh, also, wait, before you say that. Also, on this street, I swear, it has to be 3 or 4 strip clubs, like all right behind one another. I swear it has to be. I saw more like massage parlors or spas than gas stations. Like it was like a street where there was a massage parlor here, across the street, and right down the road within walking distance. 3 of them within walking distance. Massage parlors. And then one of the strip clubs had a picture of both men and women on the board. Yo, so I'll never. Y'all never doing that shit again, bro. That shit was wild, man. But we had some really good selection though for the sex toys and stuff like that. We didn't buy no sex toys, not like that, but they did have a really good selection for sex toys. They had a dildo the size of that Life water bottle.
Who does that fit in, bro?
You know what? I was like, man. All right, so first when we walked in, they had like a cage and they had like a dildo inside the cage. And the dildo was probably the size of your thing right there.
What?
Your actually, okay, the dildo was the height of this thing.
Tripod.
Yeah, tripod. But I think that was like a like a decoration, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, because they had it like in the cage, like Halloween and stuff like that. But then they had like regular, not I guess not really regular, but yeah, they had a dildo the size of that Life water bottle.
All right. You had an eventful day.
Oh, yeah, some lube too. Gotta get some.
I assumed you got that.
Yeah, gotta get the lube. Gotta get the lube, boy.
I mean, I recorded 2 videos. That's what I was doing.
It's some other stuff I got to tell you about the podcast because it was the amount of shit I saw on that road in the middle of the day. I swear I'll never unsee it again, bro. I promise you.
I've been to Buckhead plenty of times. Where is this street? Like, is it near the Shake Shack?
I don't know where Shake Shack is at though.
Is it near, like, you know that like square with all the bougie stores?
No, it's not near there. It's close enough because all that stuff is still close to Lenox and where that stuff is at.
Near Lenox?
No, I mean it's close enough to where you can get to Lenox in like less than 15 minutes. Close.
Driving?
Yeah, driving.
That's still Buckhead? Buckhead is not 15 minutes driving in diameter.
Yeah, it is.
No, it is not. Because once you go south enough, it becomes North Druid Hills, I'm pretty sure. And when you go north too much, if I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong, but isn't it Brookhaven?
No, Brookhaven is east. You know when you get off of 85.
Yeah.
And you're going 85 in north, like you're going to Lenox.
Uh-huh.
The first exit, what is that? That's north. That's not North Druid Hill, is it?
I don't know. Whatever. Who cares?
That exit though.
You know, it's crazy. I was looking at real estate in North Druid Hills.
Yeah, no. And they building a lot of stuff there. That's another thing. So they're building stuff there, and there was like kids walking around. I was like, man, just right around the corner, huh?
That's actually what caught me off guard when I went to Vegas. Was like there was no like advertising laws prohibiting them from just showing a titty, and I was like, that's crazy. I wouldn't.
Oh, we got one of those things too. We got pasties.
Oh, okay, interesting.
Yeah, we got a couple other things. We got a couple other things as well, but just
of course,
gotta keep it PG-13, right?
I mean, you haven't done that, so there's no way that story could have been PG-13.
Yeah, man. But the things I saw walking down the street, and I was like, oh man.
Well, that's what you did today.
Yeah, that was eventful, bro. People don't think I'm capping, and unfortunately, there's nothing. I've actually toned down the things I saw today, just so we can put this on the podcast. And I'm being so serious.
Interesting. I mean, that's great. You know what I'm saying? I don't really know what to say except.
Would you go?
No.
You think Willie would
catch every imaginable virus?
You think Willie would go?
Yeah.
No. Willie
wouldn't go because Willie is like.
Willie would not go.
Willie has like.
No, I'm being so serious. Willie would never go.
The reason
Willie would be
disgusted.
Yes, no,
he will without a doubt.
No,
he would
not.
vomit. And I genuinely believe he would. But the reason I said yes is because he's just been in the habit of doing reckless things from time to time.
No, I promise you, he would go in there, turn the corner, and turn right.
Oh yeah,
back
Willie.
around.
You know what? You're right. Willie.
No, he would not.
Willie would just take a peek and he would just sprint like, goddamn.
Because I didn't even tell you what they were wearing.
Okay, all right.
Trust me when I say. Oh yeah, some of these niggas.
Hey, why you?
It's either. I'll tell you this is the dress code.
Wait, pause. So when I asked you like, yo, can we do the podcast right now? And you were like, oh, I can't do it right now. That's what you were up to?
I didn't even know we were gonna go into. Yo.
Nah, that's wild, yo. I mean, in your mind while we was having that convo, you was like, oh, I gotta go to it.
But you know what's so crazy? I didn't know it was gonna be like that though. I didn't know it was gonna be like that.
Oh man.
You know, it was.
That means we could have literally not have done the pod tonight if you just didn't leave, right? I
would not have. It would have been quick. We left and came on this side of town and then drove around a bit before I came back to the house.
Of course.
So what was I about to say? Oh yeah, the attire. So you were either A, wearing the clothes that you went to work in, again like construction hat and stuff like that, like the yellow neon stuff, or like a button-up shirt, or you specifically wore clothes to make sure it was crystal clear what you were there to do.
How could it not be crystal clear? How could it not be there? Everyone is there with one objective, love.
I saw grown men with pasties on today. There are things I'm not saying on the podcast. Glow in the dark pasties. Again, there are things that I'm not saying on the podcast, but I'll never in my life step foot in that one. Well, in that specific one, I'll go to a Tokyo Valentino store. I'll go to a sex store.
No. Just go to Amazon. Literally, it was Prime Day today. You could have got every imaginable thing you wanted, bro.
But it was so I do because
You can use my account. You can use mine.
I know, but like,
I have
well,
Prime.
I do need some better handcuffs. I think the handcuffs we got they're not big enough for my wrist.
How did you not test that? That's the one benefit of going in the store.
Yeah, I know. But it was like the red fuzzy ones. And I was like, I really don't want those. I really wanted the like the bondage ones where they clamp onto like your whole wrist. Like that's the ones we should have gotten. But I mean, we'll work it out.
You mean like? Okay, never mind. Hey man, you know what I'm saying? Do you, bro?
Yeah.
Go crazy.
Yeah, I did not. We didn't get a ball gag either. Just in case somebody might be thinking about that. We did not get that. We didn't get that.
Okay, I don't think nobody was until you just said
I
that.
just had to make sure because you know how people, you know how they get. So what'd you do today?
I woke up.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Knocked a whole lot of stuff off my list. Recorded a video. Helped Davis record a video. About to record this. And that's been my day.
Okay.
It's not as exciting as your day, obviously.
Also, niggas was watching porn so loud. Like it was like
I don't even get why you can't just do that at your house.
I guess it's just the thrill of like
It's not being caught because that's accepted there. Being caught would be doing it outside and potentially being a predator once you get caught. Right? So that I would understand. No, I wouldn't. But the appeal of that is clear even to someone who doesn't engage in that behavior.
Also, the booths, they did not go all the way to the ceiling.
Where did they stop?
Like they were just like 10 feet tall and they just cut off. So you can like clearly hear the noise escaping the booth.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
And you can hear like, you can just.
Well, I'm glad you got up out of there, man.
Yeah.
You know
I
what
was
I'm
like,
saying?
man,
'Cause,
this is yep. This is crazy, man.
that is tough.
Yeah. Yep.
How do we talk about anything else?
I don't know, man.
Change the subject to something. It could be something. Just something, though, please.
And we also thought about getting a whip too, but I was like, no. I think that was
You got the
kinda-
paddles.
Yeah, the paddles. I think the paddles is straight. So
Whip is like
I'm two.
Whip is like-
if anybody asks me what freak level I'm two. Because it's like one is normal sex, and then whatever second after that, I'm like only ahead. I'm like only up with that. But everything I saw today, I'm like, oh yeah, y'all niggas got it, bro. Y'all can have that. They would these like things I ain't never even thought about like doing before. And I was like, yeah, y'all got that. Y'all can definitely do that. Imagine if one of them niggas in there was like discussing that something else. Like, nigga, stop, bro. You stick your dick through a hole and a random person sucks it from the other end. Like, come on. Like, what are we saying?
I never really understood the appeal of those. Even the videos, like it just like remove the wall. Like, what's it doing there, man?
Yeah, but you don't know that's the appeal. You don't know who's on the other end. So it can be anybody, any gender, any age, any race. You're just peak level
But
freak.
the best part about getting head is watching you get head. Like, you be removing the best part.
But their peak level freak is so high that it's like.
They just have it. Okay, all right.
Also, you wouldn't know who it is too,
huh?
because like once you're done and you leave the place, the other person is like right behind you leaving.
Unless you just stay back for a minute.
Oh, okay. I didn't even think about that. I ain't gonna lie, bro. That was never again.
It's cool, man. It's cool.
Never.
So cool.
Never again, bro. That really threw me off. I ain't gonna hold you. And a couple other things I saw threw me off as well.
Wow.
I'll tell you at the pod. Don't worry about it.
I don't really know if I want to know, to be honest with you. I was having a very different kind of day than you.
So videos, right?
You know what I'm saying? My productivity the last couple of days has been incredible.
Okay. Yes, let's switch it to productivity. Yeah. So productivity, videos. I streamed with Los, upload a video.
You did.
Second channel video coming out. And I did that when my girl was here last night. She was editing a script. I was like, oh, all right, you do your thing over there, I do my thing over here, Yeah, productivity. Yep.
That's good.
Productivity.
That's good.
Productivity.
That's good.
That's what I've been doing. Productivity. Being productive.
Yep. Just like that.
Yep.
Just like that, man.
Yep.
But that's good. I'm happy for you. I had a frustrating day.
There's a nigga with nipple clamps who walked out.
Okay, hey,
I swear.
please, you got
to.
we got
Just make sure people understand.
All right, man.
Like,
wait, what? That just sounds like it hurts. Okay, all right.
With leather pants on.
Yeah, I might be 1.5. I might be 1.5 then, cause
leather pants
and
like a fishnet shirt with nipple clamps on.
Might be a 1 now. I'm going lower. Yeah, I'm going lower.
That's why I was like, man, like I don't know if I even feel comfortable being around people like this right now.
Yeah. The answer is no.
Yeah.
Answer is no.
And I mean, if that's what y'all into.
No, they're not.
No, I'm just saying, like,
they're not.
It's just in case you watching. If you into it, I'm not judging. I'm just not like, that's just not my thing. You know what I'm saying?
How could you do that? How could you have a membership there and not have a disease? It's not possible. It's in Atlanta of all cities.
I'm also assuming,
bro.
like, when he said only sold like a dozen condoms, that means I'm pretty sure like they had condoms on them. You know?
Yeah, for sure, dude.
Yeah.
For sure.
Condoms are cheap too. I think it's something like 50 cents a pop.
So
and
the
$1
weather
for a Magnum.
Let's talk about the weather.
Oh man.
Yeah, I love talking about the weather.
Yeah, man. It's been raining a lot in Atlanta.
Yeah, it has been.
But now it's getting a little sunny out there. Weather dropping down a little bit. Nice. It's a nice vibe out weather. That's what I like to call it. When it's not raining, it's nice vibe out weather.
Nice vibe out weather.
That's the reason why I'm gonna try to get the back together, even though majority of it's your mess. Just get the back together.
You know what I'm saying?
Just do it like that, man.
A man is like this and a man is like that. Sometimes you guys gotta move just like that.
You
understand, right?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying right there, man. Listen, wow. Let's talk about this camera.
Wait. And Dominique will be here Sunday.
All right.
I got you.
Oh, you about to say
I
something?
got you.
Well,
it's not. She's not your girl, but I'm just saying I got you.
How does that have to do with me?
It is you. Well, in the podcast, we got another female guest. Make sure y'all stay tuned. That'll be a very interesting podcast.
How is that me though?
How is it not you? You wanted more guests, right?
Oh yeah, facts.
You wanted more content creators, right? More female, right? I'm checking off all the boxes for you.
It sound like you got the podcast.
So I'm trying my hardest. I know that's not what I think. That's not the shoe, is it?
No, I'm trying to figure out what it is actually.
I'm about to say there's no way to shoe that small. But yeah, so make sure y'all tune in. Tune in for Sunday's episode, man. Really on the behind the scenes, he's been actually afraid to like text her and stuff like that. So I had to take the things in my own hands.
Who could I be afraid to text?
Come on, bro. Come on. I mean, serious. Come on, chill out. I asked this man to text her, DM her, twice.
Hey, first things
he
first.
was like once. He's like, I guess the first time I had to DM her under his and say I didn't.
That's your
under
connect.
your account.
That's your connect.
Under your account.
The guests that I know, I hit them up. I don't ask you to hit them up. So it sounded like you was nervous because you didn't want to hit her up.
I did hit her up under your name.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying. Why didn't you just do it through you?
I ended up having to do it to me.
She doesn't know me because we haven't met. So
no, I was understood that she was gonna be on the lookout for you. But then I said, don't worry about it. I'll just do it on my own because you was live the gang, you dragging your feet. I got the podcast guest. It's gonna be an interesting one, all right?
Yeah, I bet it will be.
Yeah. Don't be too shy now.
I can't even think of a moment I've ever been around you where I was shy. Can you even cite a moment I was shy around you?
Come on.
Go ahead. Do it.
Come on.
Do it.
When we went out to go get something to eat, and it was you, the chick, and I at Waffle House. You were acting a little bashful.
No.
You were.
That was shy?
You were acting like real quiet. I was damn near holding a conversation with her myself. And I'm like, nigga, this is you. It's for my nigga. And then when we got back home, I was like, bro, next time don't even like take me to like third wheeler to try to be a wingman. You got that yourself, bro. And then she had to tell you, yeah, next time we can just be, me and you. Like, I don't want nobody else to come. And I was trying to point you in that direction. You were acting bashful. You know what's so crazy? People are not gonna take me serious because you just say I troll a lot. But what's crazy is
people do take you serious.
90%,
90 troll about people take it serious.
90% of the shit I just said is actually true. That's the crazy part.
So why did you feel the need to cap?
10% is OD, but 90% of what I just said was true. Was it
All right,
not?
man.
Was it not?
All right, man.
All right. So yeah, don't act bashful, bro.
You know what's interesting?
You had bashful in front of Candace too.
Wait.
You was kind of holding back a little bit. You was reserved. You didn't really want to, you didn't want to
your
joke.
fucking best friend.
You didn't want to joke too much. Just do you, bro.
First of all, I was joking, and I was trying to tone back the joking.
Yeah,
so
you were trying to hold
a
it
good
back.
Conversation. That
Nah,
wasn't
bro.
me trolling the whole time.
No, you got
Plus,
it.
a
Bro.
joke could get repetitive. Sometimes you don't get that part of the meme industry. A joke could get repetitive after
What
a while.
was the joke that was going to be repetitive?
You being the best friend, you two being best friends. Like
No,
I did that shit like 2
but
times.
I get
was
that.
like,
I get it, but like you was like, it's cool. I got you.
I cited you a good example.
We'll say I came out like, you need me to carry next episode because you might be a little bashful. I got you. Don't worry about it.
Back to trolling. Cool.
It's not trolling, bro. I'm not a troll. I was trolling Los on stream the other night, but I'm not a troll, bro. I'm not a troll, bro. I'm all serious, all business. Get the guests on the podcast. What's up with you, bro?
Why you, do I have to do that too when I get a guest on the pod?
What?
I'm gonna be like, now listen, man, I did it. Guest on the pod. You know what I'm saying? I was just courageous enough to. No, bro. You just sent a fucking text, bro. Relax, man. You sent a text to your connect. Like that's the person you knew.
And I told you that she was on the lookout for you. First of all, you told me to hook you up with somebody, right?
Okay.
Is that what you said?
Okay. Well, yo, right now it's 2 separate topics. We're talking about a podcast.
But also, you told me to hook you up with somebody, right?
I thought you hooked me up with it.
All right. See, now you get disrespectful. What were you about to say, bro? 'Cause you just get disrespectful, bro. You just get real disrespectful. And you think that I'm going to allow you to just disrespect my friend like that, bro?
How was that?
On, my best friend?
That's a compliment,
Stop,
by the
bro.
way.
The amount of things that you say
not
off
speaking on
camera, you're a bad guy, bro. You're bad news. Come on, cut it out.
Stop
cut it out.
trolling, bro.
Stop. You be doing these girls so wrong, bro.
Okay, relax.
The only
'cause some
reason
of the-
why I'm setting you with someone who's a female version of you, so now you know how it feels. That's what I'm about to do right now.
You have to chill out because I'm pretty sure some of the girls I talk to will watch these podcasts.
How's that going for you?
They won't admit it, but I know though.
You ever going on your girl, or not your girl, but a girl's you talking to YouTube history? And you type in agents.
Oh no, I mean no, because I see it on the homepage.
Yeah,
And she
okay,
be like-
I see it on. Yeah, I was like, nigga, stop! Just stop the cap. Stop the cap.
But here's the thing though. There was one time I watched one video, and then YouTube felt comfortable recommending me that shit for like a whole month. And I was like, I didn't even know how to tell people like, I don't watch that shit.
I've done that twice. Where recently my girl did it, and I was like, oh yeah, well, I already knew she already watched it though. But I went to the search, and I purposely,
Oh man,
I purposely said, hey, I want to show you this Lexus car real quick. So I typed in LE. And it's like,
You're a
I was
troll.
like, oh shit, you watch me? And she's like, nah, that was just that one time I searched it up.
yeah,
I was like, but
you don't even have to do
but
that.
the
You
red-
could just tell by you just had to pump fake one time. You just had to go like, yo, let me see your laptop. I want to search up something on YouTube. And if they get defensive, then you already know. Listen, what the fuck else could it be that they don't want to see?
But the 2 times I did it was on a smart TV. So I was like, trying
It's
to
even
look
better
it
on
up.
a smart TV because I don't think you can on your laptop. You can say like hide this channel on YouTube, or you can tell it. You can give it cues to not show you that shit. I don't think you could do that on the TV, at least as far as I know.
Yeah, I don't think you can, but it wasn't like when I grabbed the remote, it wasn't like I was saying, let me go get some on YouTube and then grabbed it.
Yeah.
I grabbed it
And then you
and
said,
it's like, oh yeah, let me show you this thing on YouTube.
man, there was someone I was talking to where she fought me over that. Like it was like, no, you can't search it up because I troll too much. So I'm like, let me find out on your homepage. But I just assume that every person I talk to watches my videos, and if I don't see it on their TV or on their laptop, they'll eventually tell me something that I know I didn't tell them, and they would only know if they because you can't keep that up for too long. That say too much shit. But the bad part about that is like they'll also know things about me that I never told them, or when you say dumb shit like that, they'd be like, oh.
Say what?
Like when you're like, oh, I'm just a bad person, they might think like, oh, he never showed me that side, so I gotta. And I'm like,
Yo, but have you ever like have you said something on the podcast before where you didn't mean it purposefully just to figure if they picked it up on it?
no, it doesn't work like that.
I've done it multiple times where I've capped about something and then like or someone on a video and I'm like, oh, come on, that's just for entertainment. Like, chill out. That's not really who I am. But that's all entertainment. That's all memes. Like, and you know that was off.
I wasn't even trying to hit the. I wasn't trying to. I wasn't.
Agent, stop.
There's like 5 things in the way.
Stop.
Okay, you guys can't see it. It's off cam, but that was close.
What 5 things in the way?
You don't have to exaggerate every time, though.
I mean, I'll take a picture of this right now, dude. There's nothing there.
Oh, because it hit the rim and it bounced.
No, it did not.
Okay, cool. You're trolling.
I'm not trolling. You didn't hit. You almost hit the table before you hit that. And the table is at least a foot and a half.
It's a tissue. It's not. I didn't call Kobe. It wasn't a water bottle. It's a tissue.
So why? So that's why you that far off?
I just do that bitch, man. I just be throwing him like that right there, man. Yo, don't worry about that. That's whatever. No cap.
I'm gonna have to go back to each podcast and figure out what your field goal percentage is.
It'd be wild because you have to watch a lot of podcasts.
Yeah, facts. Damn, what was I about to say? Oh yeah, I've definitely done a whole like I've lied or I've like capped on camera, and they like y'all know
They take it serious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And y'all like y'all know like the memes and the jokes, and every now and then when I troll, like I've very rarely, but on those occasions I think y'all understand like when I be trolling, when I very rarely do it. And they be like, yo, like what when you said this, like what is that? And I was like, oh, so obviously you watch the podcast.
Who says it that directly? They don't know.
Two of them have said it directly.
Word?
And another one is like brought up something that I never told. Like I think I capped purposely, and I was like, or I was just lying. I was like, some along the lines like, yeah, I'm a Heat fan, and she was like, D Wade, right? I was like, oh, okay, all right.
Wait, she can't know D Wade.
No, like she's like D Wade's you're like you. I think you were. She said something along the lines of it made it very clear that she thinks that I'm a Heat fan.
Oh,
Yeah, and she brought up D Wade in that process,
that's
and
tough.
I was like, nah, actually I'm a Kobe fan. I like the Lakers.
that's not really fair. That's tough because it's
What?
'cause I ain't tell no. That is information I told to the world. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But I don't have that level of like I can't. There's no
Oh, I see what you mean.
catalog of
Yeah,
videos
yeah,
for
yeah.
me to find out everything about her.
That is a fact.
Plus, on top
is
of
a fact.
that, it's like a fake answer, but it's also a very real answer. It's swear to God, it's entertainment. Yo, I just say whatever. Like I just was watching a
There's
game.
also a torture room in there as well.
I thought we moved on, man.
Oh my bad. It's just certain things I try to block from my memory, and they just came back. Yeah.
I don't even know what I was saying no more. Now I'm thinking about torture. Apparently. Oh yeah.
Yeah, the
I don't have- there's no
backlog. Yeah, there's no
catalog of
backlog.
videos I could, because if you want to keep something secret, it'll stay a secret. You know what I'm saying? But so like on a video, I just joked I was in a relationship. It was playing along with something Vortex said, and then not 1 week later, it was like, well, you could just tell, bro. And I just assume there's an 80% likelihood that she watches at least some shit of mine.
Yeah.
At least something. It could be this. It could be a YouTube video. It could be whatever I post. It could be A&P.
And then she saw it, she was like,
If she sees A&P videos, see, that's not good for me though, cause I'm not gonna act like that around her. You know what I'm saying? Especially the A&P videos, like the swimming video, or like I just do dumb shit. You're gonna see we have a video coming up. I think it's our next upload. I was just acting like a fool the whole time. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So then I'll get like, oh, you don't act like you do in your videos. Like, what am I supposed to entertain you? Like, you're not my demo. That's why. Camera gotta be on all the time, or I could just be me.
Yeah.
Relax. I gotta be energetic 24/7.
But that's the reason why my relationship works so well, man. Like it just works so well. Like that conversation was like, that was like a 10-minute conversation. It was never brought up again.
Well, she means just because
And it wasn't even really like a conversation. It was almost like she also understood. Like I can kind of tell, like you kind of like just entertaining.
but what she does for work, she probably understands because she has like.
Yeah. And then she was like, yeah, well, I liked it because it seems like I'm getting the real you, and they just getting like,
Oh, word.
You
No,
know what
it's
I'm
still
saying?
you though.
It's
Well,
still-
I
you're not-
don't know about your main channel. That's like
no. So
that's like executive low.
but I'll be serious with you sometimes. Come on now, right?
No, on my videos.
No, I'm talking about in real life. I'll be serious with you sometimes. We be chopping up
you
with
very
serious
rarely
stuff.
get serious.
Come on, bro. Why you try to make me sound like
even-
a clown or a McGoof all the time?
Because
Come on,
even
bro.
when you're serious, you'll like you can't help it. It's like a tick. You just find a way to troll. Swear.
I mean, but I cut all my trolling takes out my videos. That would be wild.
That would be wild.
That would be wild as shit.
It'd take you a long time to record.
If I just had a trolling tick every time, I'm like, Kobe's better than Jordan, and just troll all the time, bro. Oh, but that's not a troll. That's true though.
Facts.
Yeah, that was yeah, but we had that conversation. But yeah, yeah, she said she understands he's a part of me, but also like feel like she get like a certain part of me that's like serious and like she know it's real. You know what I'm saying? She know that shit real. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, what's wrong with me, bro? I was literally recording with Lois last night, and I was like, I can't help myself but troll this nigga right now. And he's trying his hardest to have a serious conversation with me, but I'm like,
You could have said anything in that stream, and everyone would have been like,
"Yo, Low won.
Los is down bad."
You saw the meme?
Yeah, that's
When I'm stepping over Lowe's?
Yeah,
That's we rate that. What you rate that meme?
it's
And I swear, Agent, if you hate,
it's a generic meme.
oh, you're
It's
hating.
missing funny,
You're hating.
but it was accurate, and so that's a solid 4.5 out of 10. It's missing funny. It was missing funny.
You're such a hater. It makes literally no sense. Hey, yo, spam the meme of me. It gotta be a meme of like Kobe on top of Shaq's back, and then like Photoshop this face and that nigga face, and me carrying him like I do on the second channel all the time. Do that real quick.
Then I want you guys to like this. You guys have to make another meme after that. Now this meme's gonna be a little bit different.
Okay.
You feel me? It's gonna be like Charizard and Ash. No, that's a bad one. It's gonna be like
that was a terrible. It sounded like it was a terrible meme.
but you didn't even hear it, so you just hating off rip.
Charizard.
I'm trying to think of one off rip because this meme shit is an art. You don't rush art.
You just don't know how to make memes like that. You always judge other people's memes.
Hey, you
Matter
know
of fact, when's the last time you've made a good meme?
I do it all the time. On
No, I'm
Twitter.
talking when.
Okay.
When. I'm not talking about like an ongoing joke meme. I'm talking about like a meme, like a photo meme. You always be judging people memes, but nobody actually asks you, where's your memes at? So that people can judge your memes.
If they could judge memes, obviously they're not on the board, so they wouldn't have that authority.
Nigga, I'm on the board and I
No.
ain't seen a meme from you at all.
You're not actually.
I've never seen a meme from you.
You haven't been on the board
I've actually never seen a
months.
meme. Stop.
for months. You've been
Stop.
kicked off the board actually for severe negligence.
So who trolls more?
You.
So I made the
Hold
board,
on now.
nigga. I made
There's
the
a
board.
very big difference between trolls and memeing. A very big difference.
but they cousins. They all one and the same.
No.
They do the same thing.
No.
Bro. So let's get on this. I ain't seen a
You know
meme
who-
from you in a second.
So
Just like I can't like.
Vince Carter and Tracy McGrady. Those are cousins. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So they're not the same player though. Very different player.
But they were both great at what they were doing for several years, right? For stretches of their career, they were great at what they did.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Okay.
So, but are you arguing though that just being related to something makes you equivalent?
No, but there's similarities. That's all I'm saying.
You like all your relatives?
It's similarities. That's all I'm saying. It's similarities. That's all I'm saying.
There's similarities across the internet, man. We on the internet.
Look, bro, I ain't seen a meme for you in a second because you ducking and dodging. You cannot be rating memes, and we ain't seen a good meme from you in a good second.
Actually, I think I'm gonna retire that. No cap.
Yeah, you need to, because I ain't seen no meme from you in a good second, bro. Dead ass.
You're trolling again. And
I'm not. I'm about to go right now, bro.
I've
I've never seen. Matter of fact,
I've been doing it for like a whole year. I think I might do something like that on the second channel, with just general stuff. But I don't think I'm gonna do it with 2K no more. But we'll see.
okay, that's not a meme. You stole that from me.
No, actually, you stole that from me. You went into my draft, Slow. You took the meme, posted it, and then I steal
That's
it
actually
from you.
crazy. Your last meme is something you stole from me, and you know that deep down inside.
All right,
and
so,
it got
hey,
11,000 likes.
You can't.
Nigga, you're not on the board.
Even
You're not on the
capable
board
of having a
You're not
regular
on the
conversation
board,
because
bro.
you troll 24/7.
You're not on the board, bro. You're not on the board. Damn, Tassino's still in your drip, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah, that is wild. Davis had a killer story. I was actually proud of him when he did it. When we were walking in Ponce, and there was literally a fedora store, and he was like, "Yo, I'm about to get something for Ticino." I was like, "Yo, you about to have to fight Davis."
So that can't be a meme. Is this a meme? Cash Nasty says, teacher asked me what I wanted to be when I grow up. I told her an ATM. And then, okay, this is a bad meme. I'm being honest.
You're not on the board.
I'm just saying this is
you actually don't have the authority to rate.
I'm gonna put it on Twitter. Rate this meme. Cause I'm being so serious, agent. I'm being serious. It's actually concerning. You should not be rating memes anymore, bro.
Yeah, I'll give it up then, man.
You give it up, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it up.
Just give that shit up, bro. You contemplating it?
Yeah.
Okay. Good. Cause that meme was a yikesers. Yikesers, bro.
Yeah, bad meme.
So, what's up, bro? Anything else, bro? I mean,
nah, not really.
What's up with you, bro?
I don't really have nothing else to talk about. What happened a moment ago? You was carrying, but I'm waiting for you to go ahead, carry. Go ahead.
What's up with you?
You rate memes and carry this right here.
Wow, you being mad petty. That's crazy. Crazy.
Are you relying on me right now?
Yo, that's crazy. That's
Man.
crazy. That's crazy. Wow.
You can't figure out some shit to talk about.
Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy, bro.
Without my alley-oop?
That's crazy.
Come on now, Lo.
That's crazy. I mean, damn, Shaq got to score all the points?
Sometimes.
No, literally no. That's not how that goes.
Sometimes.
Go ahead, bro. Put your
Come on, Shaq.
your corner 3-pointer in the
Come on,
replay.
Shaq. We see what Shaq can do.
I kicked it out to you. They double teamed me, so go ahead, go.
You said Kobe's in the corner?
Really, you Robert Warrior. So I'm kicking it to you right now.
Well, I'm not even in the game because I'm just on the bench.
No, you're in the corner right now. We need some
but-
more floor spaces. So I'm kicking it out to you after they double me.
I'm gonna pass right back in
Why?
because you're Shaq.
Nah, I'll kick the bag out. Come on.
I'm actually surprised you can't find nothing to talk about right now.
Open 3, bro.
Lo, I'm relying on you right now to find something to talk about.
Open 3.
That's a tough scene. I learned a lot about like the way you argue by watching you do it with Los.
Yeah, I hate that people know that now too.
Because when you're arguing with me, like I'm in the perspective, so like I could pick up on things, but not as easily as if you watch it third person. And at every step, I was like, oh man, Los just fell into another trap. Like he just keeps falling into every time. He just stumble over himself and fall into a trap.
I hate that people know that now though, because I know for a fact I'm gonna start losing debates. It's tough.
No, you don't really. You just deflect a lot. The second you realize like the other person might have a point, you quickly change it to another topic. So I was like, Los needs to keep you on that topic. Like you just did it right there plenty of times. Like throughout this pod, where we're arguing about something and you'll deflect and bring it to another like relevant topic.
Like what? Like what?
I'll point it out the next time you do it. But you do that frequently. So like even if someone like you'll debate a point and if you're right, you'll stay on the point. But the second like there's merit to the other point, you won't even let it fester there. You won't even let it just sit there and play out because there could be the possibility of you being wrong. You do it often.
I don't know what you're talking about, boy. I don't know what you're talking about.
Or you like outshout somebody. But that's like common. Lots of people do that. I even do that.
I try to outshout when I feel like you trying to pivot to something else.
You know what's interesting? Since
I hate
you
that
can't find nothing to talk about. Among Us, I got you. Robert Horry in the corner.
Yeah, Robert Horry in the corner, yeah.
It's interesting because Among Us taught me a lot about like the way people deceive. And so like usually I thought like if I wanted something from you, I wouldn't want my main objective would be to make sure you didn't know what my intention was. Feel me? So for example,
You talking me specifically, just saying in general?
in life.
Okay.
So like let's say I go to a car dealership.
Okay.
I want the best price. Those are my intentions.
Okay.
Now they know I want the best price.
Okay.
But there's a lot they don't know about what I'm looking for until I get to talking. So you got to be careful about what you say if you want the best price on the car because they're going to try and sell it to you for the worst price.
Okay.
And so usually I used to do this thing where like I'll be very reserved and you know what I'm saying, just kind of be very careful and strategic with what I say. But Among Us has taught me that sometimes that's not even the best strategy. Cause I was playing a game, I was on stream. We had like 19K people in there. Crazy, he wasn't in there, but I was in there, and we had 19K people.
The one y'all did yesterday.
Yeah,
that shit was crazy.
Yeah, Ronnie was in there. Aiden was in there.
Aiden,
it was packed. It was packed.
That shit was dope though.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah.
So Davis caught me kill somebody on camera, and admittedly, I actually don't know where the cameras look. Like I haven't memorized it. So there was a chance he was telling the truth. I was able to go from Davis telling everyone I saw him do it on the cameras to getting out of it alive and then pinning it on Davis and then packing Davis up the next round. But I didn't do that by hiding my intentions. But it's a little different because in Among Us, people expect you to lie and deceive. In real life, most of the time, people expect trust.
Yeah.
So there's a difference there. But you could just make it clear, like, this is my stance. You can be clear about your stance. I am not the imposter. And all you have to do is point enough attention at anything else. And it works. I was like, Davis, did anyone see you in security? Because I saw you pass storage. And then Kenny was the other imposter, I believe. And then Kenny was like, I passed by security and I didn't see anything. Boom. Boom. And then I also learned momentum works. All right, bro, Davis, you packed up, man. I'm voting Davis. And you try and get people emotionally involved into it. Because if you just go like, okay, 10 seconds left, I think I should vote Davis. It's not nearly as effective as getting people riled up like, oh, everyone believes this is social proof. When everyone does something, it's more likely to be true, even though it's not.
Shout out to Kenny too, because when other people are the imposters, like you'll be trying to like as the imposter that like is like under the spotlight in that moment, everybody was trying to ask you questions, and then when we try to pivot, the other imposter should be like, hey, yeah, you're right. I didn't see him.
Yeah.
You're right. They do need to start gaining momentum.
So I learned, but let's say we do that in the car salesman strategy. Now, people expect a little bit of deception when it comes to sales. Sales is deception. You use plenty of strategies. You might not realize it, but anytime you walk into a store, they're using strategies. When you grab the shoe and you're like, do you have this in size 12? They're taking a long time in the back because they know you're going to get bored and start looking at more shoes. Mm-hmm. And when they see you sit down and now you're not doing, they come out with the shoe now. That's a sales strategy. Anchoring, where they tell you like it used to be $19, but now it's $12. Oh, wow, that's a lot better.
Yeah.
So infinite strategies they'll use on you. Infinite strategies. Or sometimes it'll just be like full on malicious scam strategies, like the $800 doc fee they just add for random. These dealerships just add a random dealership fee. And I ask what it's about, and they say like writing up the contracts. I'm like, isn't that what you get paid to do though? Yeah. Like, why is that an additional fee?
Or it'd be some shit like, nigga, y'all are already doing that anyway. Like, y'all already paying someone like when they were saying the same shit about Joe Budden was saying the same thing about like Complex and how they were saying like they had an editor fee. And I'm like, it's the same nigga y'all was already hiring.
So they just make up fees and
they just make it up.
So we were doing deception too. Actually, Waleed did a great job at it when I was getting my new vehicle a few weeks ago. Waleed was like, hey, we want 1,000 off of this. And when you go to a dealership, usually if you're buying a car, like let's say you go to a BMW dealership, you're buying a BMW. Mm-hmm. You're usually they don't have the biggest margins. But if they're buying another vehicle, like an Audi car at a BMW dealership, they usually got a great price on it. That's why they took it. So there's more room to bargain. But you also don't make all your intentions clear, because if they know you're in there buying with cash, there's less margins. They make their money on all the random fees they add when you're financing.
Yeah.
So it's like, but it's interesting. I feel like Among Us taught me a decent amount about like learning when to be clear.
I think Waleed is good at that though.
About
not just
without a doubt,
but not just at the car dealership. I think even when I'm watching play Among Us, I'm like, oh, he's like really good at just knowing when to stay silent, knowing when to pivot, knowing when to
direct attention elsewhere.
Yeah, he's really good at that.
And more than anything, it's about like
scary good actually.
Yeah. And do you remember a few weeks ago when I almost ruined my life?
When? What?
You don't remember? Oh, I don't think I told you. The thing downstairs where Waleed told you, but I didn't tell you.
He didn't. I mean, so he didn't tell me the whole thing.
Oh, well, I need you to know, like, I lost all my leverage in that situation. So I made sure I could call Waleed before anything else happened, and Waleed saved it. Mm-hmm. So, because Waleed would be not impartial, but he'd be a third party. But Waleed played it perfectly. Yeah. Like he was built to do that shit. So, Yeah, I thought it was very fascinating because I got imposter 4 times in a row or like 5 times in a row on that stream. And like, so I had plenty of opportunities to lie. And I got myself out of a fuck ton of situations by just deflecting, which you do a lot of, like just in regular life. Because you would never admit like if something was your fault in the kitchen. Willie does it sometimes too, where he'll go, yeah, but you have a mess elsewhere. And then now we're talking about the other mess, even though the purpose of the conversation was the original point.
Okay.
You do that.
I don't think I deflect as much as you say I do. I don't say I don't.
Waleed is like the king at it, but
Yeah.
you do it a decent amount too.
Okay, I don't know what.
Waleed does it like blatantly.
Yeah,
You'll do it. You'll do it in a way where it seems more natural.
We joke about what will leave. You'll say something, he'll be like, "But last week you did." I'm like,
Swear to God.
nigga, we talking about like
Waleed, why is there 16 pieces of garbage on the floor right now?
Yo.
Bro, we're not gonna talk about the time where.
And what about when this happened? And then Waleed will he'll hold it on to you like, all right, best say less. And then like,
but Waleed, I think, just does it instinctually. You do it like strategically. There's a difference.
But a day later, Waleed be like, hey, you that's in the counter over there. Is that yours? He'll have a conversation with just me and say it loud enough so you can hear it. And I'm like, nigga, just talk to this nigga. Jesus, why are you talking to me? He's like, hey, yo, man, I'm about to take out the trash right now, bro. Right? Is there something else you need to throw away? Is that yours right there? Knowing that it's actually agents, but he's sitting there having a conversation with me like, nigga, no, that's...
How would I hear that if I have my door closed?
No. If we're all three down there.
Oh.
And he'll have the conversation with me. I'm like, no, you know the life water isn't mine, Lee. Just tell this nigga to go pick up the life water bottle. Like, Jesus Christ.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he does that shit, yeah.
Yeah, so...
I gotta see how often I pivot as much as... I know I'm not saying I don't, but I need to figure out how often I do it because I don't... unless I'm so natural at fucking pivoting, I don't know when I'm pivoting.
I think it is.
Okay.
Yeah. But you do it frequently. But you do it better than Waleed. Because when Waleed does, I'm like, stop. I caught you red-handed. But when you do it, sometimes I'll play along even though I know what you're doing. But that means you're good at it, though. Because I don't play along. When Waleed's doing it, I'm like, okay, we're not talking about me right now. We're clearly talking about you, bro. Cut it out.
Waleed, but Waleed is... I think Waleed is so good at trying to talk down or really it's misdirection. I think what Waleed does way better. Not pivoting. Pivoting is like you got caught red-handed, you're trying to pivot it somewhere else. Waleed is so good at like talking you down and then talking about something else before we even get to the other thing we're talking about first. And then once he's caught, he's like, okay, fuck, I gotta commit to this fucking pivot right now. Like that's when he just panics and pivots so hard. But he's really good at that. So you're right. Like I can imagine like when y'all went to the dealership, before a nigga could even like say a price, he's just talking there like, oh yeah, no.
I didn't tell you what Waleed did. So he said 1,000 off. They were like, we can't do that. And then Waleed was like, he knew that though.
Yeah.
And he's like, all right, at least like 500 and some tints.
Yeah.
And then they were like, oh no, we can't do tints because we asked them to do tints that were like illegal, but very illegal. So we knew they weren't going to do it. And then they were like, Waleed was like, all right, if you're not going to do the tints, at least give us 700.
Yeah.
And then he's like, oh, I'm going to talk to the boss. Anytime they say I'm going to talk to the boss, that means yes.
But that's what I'm saying. He was misleading from the beginning.
Yeah.
And he's talking him down like he went up crazy with the 1,000. He's like, oh man.
If the least you could do.
I mean, the least, right? It's like, nigga, y'all were just on 1,000 2 minutes ago. Now all of a sudden it's all the way back to 700.
Another really popular one is like purposefully misinterpreting something to argue an illegitimate point.
And you do that.
I do that sometimes.
Yes, no, but you do that and it irritates me. I'm like, nigga, you know what I'm talking about.
When you're like fighting a technicality and you're like, come on.
Exactly.
It's like, but that's really gaslighting.
You know who's also really good at that? Nick Wright is really, 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 really good at that. Because he'll purposefully debate technicalities and people don't understand the technicalities. And so they take it as, oh yeah, he's right. Oh my God, he's right. Like, for example, he'll say, like LeBron went to the finals XYZ amount of times without an all-star. How many times did Jordan go to the finals without Scottie Pippen? So that's not the same question. Because there's years where Scottie Pippen wasn't an all-star and they still went to the finals. And then there's years where LeBron had all-star caliber teammates. like in 2016, Kevin Love nor Kyrie Irving were not all-stars.
Yeah.
So he's being very, very technical with it.
Yeah.
And
Well,
then
that's a little bit different. That's like exaggerating evidence more so than anything.
There's
Because
other examples, but that's the only
That's
one.
like when the guy tried to convince me to get tire insurance while we were buying the car. I was like, I'm not going to get tire insurance. He's like, oh, there's so many potholes. I was like, you don't know what potholes are then. Because, I mean, when you come from cold territories, places like here have zero potholes. It's just like a blessing. I don't even remember the last time I hit a pothole since moving here. It would have to be like on like MLK Drive near Kel's
I want to
Kitchen.
say, yeah, it's in more so than the city.
It would have to be. But regularly speaking, like you go to Cleveland or Michigan or Toronto, like they got potholes everywhere. And if they don't patch them quickly, like the airbags will deploy. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's that serious. But anyway, yeah. I'm trying to understand it though, because I feel like if you have a good understanding of it, then you'll be aware when it's happening to you. I feel like just taking sales classes in uni now you see it. Like when you walk into a store and you every sign you see it.
Yeah.
And it's like, all right then. Okay, but they do it. The salespeople assume you never know any of them. So they just do it all blatantly. Like, yeah, it used to be $10, but now we got it for $5. But if you get 2, we can give it to you for $8. Man, you have no idea how excited I get now. This is one of my passions. I was in New York and I needed a beanie because it was cold and I was in shorts. And my lower body doesn't get cold. My upper body does sometimes.
The cold doesn't exist.
It doesn't if you don't want it to.
Okay.
But it's like...
But you wanted to that day, so you
have
buy a beanie.
No, but you have stamina bar for cold. And I was outside. We were walking around Times Square and all that. Swear to you.
Okay. No.
So I could be not cold for like 45 minutes, an hour. But if I immediately thought to myself, like I could be out here indefinitely, I get cold instantly.
So when you were a child and you was out in the cold, your stamina bar was like on red, almost about to deplete?
It depends how long I'm outside for.
When-
Like if
and
I
that's
know
that story
recess
you
is
told-
30 minutes.
No, that story you told us where you got stuck outside.
Oh, no. I learned how to deal with cold in that situation. So
So
before
you
that,
was reserving your stamina bar at that point.
yeah, because it hit me.
Okay.
When I told myself like the bus is only 10 minutes away, I stopped getting cold. But when it hit me that I could be out here for hours, I could be out here forever. Then I was like, I don't even know how to get home from here.
Oh, man.
I only knew the bus route. I forgot. So anyway,
When I was working at Walmart, that's when I realized the wholesale tactic thing. Because when they get a little scan thing, they call it Scantron.
Yeah.
It'll tell you how much it originally costs, and they'll tell you the markup price, and then they'll tell you like the margins and stuff like that. And you got to know that obviously because when you put it on sale to make sure you still stay within a certain amount of margin. There were things in there that were originally like the actual value of it. I swear to you, $2-3 selling them for like north of $24, $25.
and you would never know that stuff unless
It
you
was
worked retail.
crazy.
Well, Waleed told me, because he used to work at Best Buy, a battery pack of like 20 batteries is like $2. And they sell them for like $25.
Yes, yeah.
It's like some of the margins they get is insane. So yeah, I was in a store. I went to get a beanie in New York. It's like a sport to me. I'm like, I'm gonna win against this guy. Because the beanies were out in the front, which means he was trying to move them quick. You know what I'm saying? You know what that means. So I picked up a, you know what I'm saying, New York beanie, and I was like, yeah, I want the beanie. And he's like, that'd be $10. I'm like, $10? Like, you had to, you mean $10? I'll give you $5. And he looked at me, and I was like, you're just sitting out there. I'll give you $5. And he was like, all right.
Oh
You know,
my God.
I left like I just won. That made me feel so, it's a $5 beanie. I still have it. But it just made me feel great. So that's why I don't like, so I'll spend a lot of money on dumb shit, but I hate feeling like I got.
But then on the flip side, you got a nigga like Davis, where he's like, yo, it's $10. Here's 15, bro. Just keep the change.
And 30% gratuity.
Yo, Davis is terrible at that. But it'd be like, even when in grocery stores, they'll have like certain food that they know is like about to, they have to take out the shelves if it doesn't like last, like because they have expiration date. And they'll put it on sale.
Yep.
And I'll sit there and I'll watch people buy things that they did not plan to buy at all.
Yep.
And they think that they're walking out the store saving money. And it's like, no, you're actually spending more because those are things that you were never going to buy anyway.
Right.
But because now all of a sudden it's 50% off, you think that you're still, quote unquote, saving money while Walmart is still making a $10 profit off
on some
of it.
shit they would have had to throw out.
Exactly.
It's
Crazy.
It's crazy how deep it gets. It gets to the point where, so like human beings, we have willpower And the reason you do tough tasks in the beginning of the day is because that's when you have the most willpower. By the end of the day, you lose it. So if you find yourself, that's my problem, is at the end of the day at 2, 3 a.m., I'm way more likely to eat. I could fight it off most of the day. But when I'm bored by myself and I just had a busy ass day, that could be a way to relax.
Yeah.
They know that. So you'll go through the whole route, get your fruits and vegetables first. You'll get maybe the grains, the breads. You might get your dairies. And then when you get to the very end, once you thought you made all your decisions, the candy and the chocolate. It's just $1.
Yeah, so no, what it is that, yeah, so you're right. The fruit, vegetables, bakery, and frozen food in Walmart is normally in the front. No, meat, that's what I'm saying. That's how it is actually in almost every store. Those are the three. Fruit, bakery, meat is normally in the front. Because those are things that you've kind of already, like you said, tell yourself that you're going to buy. Then what they do is, even though the milk, realistically speaking, is something that most people are going to buy as well as eggs and cheese, they purposefully put that all the way in the back just so you can go through all the aisles or pass by a whole bunch of other shit in hopes that something catches your eye. And then what's right next to the fucking milk? For some strange reason, chips and cookies and candy.
That's the fucked up part.
It's crazy.
They know you're not gonna hit the chip aisle if you're trying to be healthy.
Yeah.
And they surprise you at aisle 19 with a bag of Lay's just in the corners. You know the ones leading up to the aisles?
Yeah.
And I'd be like, man, what the fuck? That's my favorite flavor.
Oh, and there's also the same thing. Those things are called end caps at the end of each aisle.
Yeah.
There will be shit that used to be in the aisle for weeks. As soon as we put it on the end cap with a huge ass sign saying how much it costs, it will be gone literally in 2 days. It was crazy. And it's the same thing that people were passing by in the aisles. Matter of fact, they can put the same thing in the aisle on the end cap. And anything that we had like an over access of, just put on the end cap.
Yeah.
It'll be sold in literally a day or two or over the weekend. It'll be sold. Because people are just like, oh man. We used to have in the garden center, we used to have those what's the thing, those solar lights. Like, nigga, once you buy a solar light, it's done already. You've already got the solar lights. I swear we have an abundance of these very extravagant solar lights that will cost $30 to $40 a pop. Went on sale to $20. Nigga, they're $5. How much they actually cost?
Yeah.
Niggas is like, yo, that's almost half. I think we can use. Hey, honey, you think we can put this at our porch, right? You think this is cute, right? Okay, I'm gonna get 3 of them. I'm gonna get 3. Like, nigga, what?
Yeah.
And I would sit there and I would see people do it over and over again, or like hoses, like the water hose. Like, yeah, this is perfect. My hose is kind of messing up right now on me. Like, nigga, no, it's not, nigga. You're just finding an excuse to spend money, or even if a hose is broken. It was one time where it's like attachments you can put on a hose that fixes the hose. My man, not my department manager. We had a new department manager, and she put that there. Our zone or my assistant manager came in and was like, "Don't ever." It's recording, bro. Okay. Don't ever put this on the end cap. You don't need to be promoting fixing the hose. Just have them buy a whole new hose. I was like, oh man.
And that's one of the most hated sales strategies, where they get you to purchase something by being persuasive and using all the other previous strategies.
Yeah.
But they upsell you by convincing you your purchase isn't complete if you don't also get this thing.
Yeah.
I hate that with bro, a guy was trying to convince me I needed so much different wheel insurance, tire insurance, interior leather insurance. The amount of different types of insurance they try and sell you on, because that's how they make their money. It's like your car can't be complete if you don't get Audi Care or if you don't get BMW Plus. It's like, stop, cut it out.
What is that called? It's called complimentary goods.
What do you mean?
So when I was in school, it was actually like when I was in business classes.
Upselling, I think.
No, but like when you like when you buy a toy and then like, oh, you got to make sure you buy the batteries for the toy.
That's upselling.
It's called. Well, I mean, okay, I don't know when. Like right here on Google it says complimentary goods. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna
like it's an actual phrase for it.
Oh, okay. So it sounds like it's both.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it could be both. Yeah. And then like if you buy like a razor, like shaving cream now.
Of course.
Got to make sure you get the shaving cream.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like,
they do that to you at the sex store where they were like, you need lube.
We're going back.
Sound like they did that. Because it's not something you think about off rip, but they'll convince you like it's part of the whole experience.
I mean, the lube was just at the counter. Like the lube was like, you know, when you go
like
to
the
you
snacks.
go like the snacks, like the
Okay.
candy, like, oh, just before you go, you want to get some,
Everybody gets this.
You want to get some chips? You want to get some Reese's cups, something like that? That's what you want? You want a drink right here? Yeah.
Okay.
You just walked around the whole store. You're tired, huh? You got to make sure you get this water, this Coke right here. It's refreshing Coke. I love it when they make it seem like, you know how sick Sprite is? They have athletes, after they're working out, drink Sprite. And they say it's like, it refreshes you.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, get some water, nigga. What's up with you? Like,
The same way Nutella was part of a balanced breakfast.
yo,
If you use very little.
wild as hell.
But the retail is not so bad. I don't mind retail as much just because I feel like I'm aware of when it's happening for the
I
most
love the
part.
study of retailing and how things are sold.
Oh no, that's fascinating to me.
Yeah, I love that.
That's very fascinating to me, but I'm saying that's not egregious to me. That's just good sales. Like that's why Kroger continues to grow. Or like, you know what I'm saying? Like in
And
Canada,
they put so much money into it too.
an incredible amount.
An incredible amount.
But to me, where it gets egregious is when the social media apps do it, because they hire like the best, smartest minds to understand humans and then use their psychology against them.
But at some point, because how much information people are just freely giving away, it's just gonna become so easy for them to market shit to you.
So easy.
Cause like I went to go because I'm buying some Savage Fenty
Okay.
some men get up,
All right, man.
you know something?
All right, dude.
Like a robe, like a nice little silk robe and like
I get
nice
it.
little silk black underwear and stuff like that. Get pajamas too, go with it, matching pajamas. Nice little like walk around like house looking kind of sexy. I'm by my gold Cuban link chain too. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, for the next like 2 weeks, like pajama ads were just all on everything I was searching up, and I was like, I've never in my life, I've only searched up pajamas one time, and now all of a sudden they're just all on my feed when it comes to like ads and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And in Instagram, it's weird when Instagram does it, because that means that your phone is just giving away, or Google's just giving away information to everyone at that point.
I'm pretty sure all the companies do that.
But that's when I go on Instagram, I'm like, all of a sudden, I'm just getting car ads, and I've never searched up cars on Instagram at all.
Instagram and Facebook, same thing because Facebook owns Instagram,
Yeah.
have the most targeted ads. That's how we get paid though. Like when we have high CPMs, is because for some reason seasonality has determined that you're getting a lot of targeted ads. Right
Yeah.
about now, the reason it's high is because the
John
people,
Osborne?
the people in your
they're not
region,
gonna know
the
what that is.
senators with a lot of money, they're spending so much money it makes no sense on ads. But the more targeted they are, the more we get paid. So I actually stand to benefit from.
Yeah.
So when people tell me things like, "Oh, who cares if they have my information?" It's like, oh, you simpleton. Oh my God. You have no idea how valuable your information is.
And they're giving it for free. That's the problem.
Who's that company that just spent 100 million or something like that on meme accounts?
Oh, I don't know, but they bought the what's the huge meme account on Instagram? Daquan, yeah,
And a whole bunch of other
memes.
ones. Why do you think they do that?
Yeah,
Why you think Facebook is worth so much, guys? It's because Facebook has such an incredible amount of information about the people that use it. That information is so valuable. People going for the next election know how to find you. Yo, if you are a woman that lives in the zip code 20035 in Virginia, that also has 3 kids that are all over the age 15, I can target all of that stuff to you. How crazy is that? You're gonna buy it because anything that tailors to that specific of a demo, first of all, is expensive for the advertiser, but also on top of that, converts really, really well. That's why it's expensive. So the reason we're seeing John Ossoff ads all the time and attack ads in our area is because they know we're just gonna market. You don't see John Ossoff ads if you're not in Georgia. I see them. But the reason someone asked me on my stream why I keep ad block off, because I want to know what's going on in the ad market. Like I need to know why is my CPM high.
I do that from time to time as well.
I need to see.
Every now and then, well, I don't have ad block for YouTube. I just have the premium account thing.
Yeah.
And so there's like a couple months where I'll just stop paying for premium, or just really for 1 month to try to figure out like,
Yeah.
how do y'all view ads, like how many times y'all view ads, what are y'all comfortable
All
with,
of
to
that.
try to figure out what type of ads there are, and that kind of lets me know how many ads I'm putting in my videos, and it also lets me know what's being put out to you all and things like that, and that helps us all navigate and stuff like that. And it got sold in 2016. In 2016, a black teenager who is Ethiopian and Canadian.
Yes, sir.
Ethiopian and Canadian.
Wait, hold on. That means he hasn't had, because he's been DMing me from time to time since 2016. So is that just like a random executive?
Yeah, he sold his page.
Oh, he probably still runs it though.
No, he sold his page to IMGN. I don't know what it is though. But you hear that though?
That's
Ethiopian and Canadian.
I know.
That's you, nigga.
I know.
Not black, right?
Ethiopian people are black.
I'm playing. Come on, man. Come on.
I don't think you are playing. You just don't want to have that argument right now.
Come on, man. Come on.
And I don't want to have it either.
The company did not announce any changes to the pages and continue to promote stolen memes. It says it's
No, it's just the information is incredibly valuable.
I'm trying to figure out where's the
Where's
the information?
When I was talking about that, that's separate though.
The owner of IG, Daquan Mean, reveals as a non-black, not after non-black is selling it for $85 million.
But I'm pretty sure it was like a group of accounts. It wasn't just his. Unless I'm wrong, I could be wrong.
Well, no, I think he's a face of just IMGN.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but this guy, Barai, I don't know, I don't want to butcher his name, has been running IMGN Media for 3 years and is a co-founder and CEO. The company is based in New York, hired a team of content creators, and they put that in quotations, to write, edit, and curate memes. But yep, 85 million. And that was in September this year.
That's how valuable you guys have no
85 million.
If you don't deal in advertising, you probably, and I don't really do it neither. I'm just saying this from a distance because I've never ran a Facebook ad.
Yeah.
And I'm on the recipient end. Like I get paid when you guys give away your information because that's the targeted ads is the high CPMs. When someone says, when David Dobrik tells you he got 200 million views, and $3,000 that month, that makes no sense. You know what I'm saying?
You ever thought about uploading yourself on Facebook?
Yeah, without a doubt. Kai does that actually. He was the kind of person that I was like, oh, people do that? And Kai regularly posts on Facebook. Like he go on Facebook streams and shit while we're doing A&P stuff.
But I had the conversation with Kai when he gets, because like trying to figure out what that looked like.
Yeah, me too, actually. That's a good conversation.
Yeah.
So
he should be on the podcast. What the fuck? He should be on the podcast.
We
don't brethren. I know y'all be mad busy when you're here now.
What it is.
But A&P brethren, he ain't been on here yet.
Facts. We need to have him on.
And Chris, he said that last time and still didn't show up.
Chris would do it though, because he's looking for any excuse to not edit.
What's up with you, man? Why you throw your A&P brother on the?
That's a meme. Relax.
Come on, man.
He's
He's busy, man. God damn.
Of course.
He's always busy. Come on.
24/7. Yeah, nah, that's it. That's
Yeah, y'all niggas, y'all information is mad valuable. Stop taking that shit for granted. Or even if you don't, just know for a fact your information is extremely valuable.
Boilerplate answer people can give other people when they say like my information is not valuable. Because I know people that are like, who cares if I share my exact GPS location with people through my iPhone? And it blows me. You have no idea the level to which it blows my mind that people are comfortable with that. Because if your friend has that information, that means it's being stored on a server somewhere.
Yeah.
Where another person will have access to it. And that's assuming it doesn't get stolen, because stuff gets stolen and passwords get stolen all the time. But on top of all of that, that means they could sell that info about you. That means somebody could advertise to people who have been across this intersection. Or they could use that information maybe to put a billboard up there. They make informed decisions based off of your info all the time. And you might not mind it. Some people actually like targeted ads. And sometimes I'm like, didn't know I needed this. Like,
yeah, I don't. Yeah,
you're going to start seeing love sack ads.
Why would I do that?
You will, trust me.
What do you mean?
Because they're really big on advertising.
I've never looked that up.
You don't have to look it up. I have one now.
Yeah, I know, but I'm not in the business of buying one. That shit is mad uncomfortable.
YouTube,
it's mad uncomfortable. I don't want that.
Of course.
Come on now.
YouTube knows that I have bought one. And they'll be able to tell because YouTube knows every word you've said in every video because they have a machine. And that machine is going to store that information.
Which is also wild.
They call it subtitles. But they'll now know the person who runs this channel brought this up.
Yeah.
That IP is similar to these 5 devices that use the same IP. Because YouTube, you have to connect to YouTube with your IP.
Yeah.
And so now it's gonna be like, oh, these 7, 8 devices are associated, but they could even tell based off the content that you watch.
Yeah.
They could differentiate between the person. That's the kid watching it and that's the mom watching it. And then they can make decisions based on that.
Yeah.
And that's how they tune the algorithm.
Well,
and there's times where that's useful. I love when YouTube shows me some new shit and I'm like, I didn't even know I like this content.
Yeah.
Or, oh my, the Love Sack. I just saw an ad and then I sat in at the Raptors Uprising house and I really wanted it and I finally got it.
Yeah.
But there's also times where I'm like, I just said the word KFC next to this device and now I'm getting KFC ads.
Your obsession with KFC is kind of weird because I don't like KFC at all. But
I have an obsession? I think I've had it 4 times since I've
maybe
been
not
here.
even said, but like
3 or 4.
We went. Yeah, one of your first nights we went together too. It was like that's like our first date. My bad. I'm sorry.
Stop touching me.
There was.
I'm gonna let you know since we're recording right now. I feel very uncomfortable when you touch me like that.
Stop, bro. You're capping for the camera.
I'm telling you no.
No, you just say that for the camera, bro. Off screen, bro. He be trying to get after it. Look.
Send help.
I'm still not gonna buy a Love Set because I don't watch your videos, so it's not in my IP address. But you're still right though about what you're saying. So everybody, please be careful about
that. I be using your Wi-Fi too, bro.
Please stop.
Sometimes I do though.
But
like
hey,
every week.
Please stop.
No, but once a week, my connection will just go out for no reason.
Hey, make sure that doesn't happen.
So I can't control it. So I just be like, yeah, I use this one too.
What's the crazy thing you search on my Wi-Fi?
I don't think it would have to be YouTube videos.
How many times you search something on the peer-to-peer?
I searched some. I was watching a video and then we were dealing with the monetization problem, and then I was like, "Oh no, that's the wrong channel," and I had to murk that. That was like 2 days ago too.
Why? Just keep it up, bro. Just keep it up. I watch it on there all the time.
I rarely ever delete something from the history. The only time I'll delete it is when I watch a video.
What was it though?
I don't even remember.
Cool.
I don't even remember, but it will be like a video that was I took a risk on, and then I'm like, oh no, I would never enjoy this content, and I don't need them recommending me millions of this type of content. So I'll remove it from the history and I'll write like hide channel.
I'll actually do I'll do the exact opposite. I'll go to the actual video or I'll go to the page, or if it's on my homepage, I'm like, these videos. Make sure YouTube never recommend this.
Don't ever.
And that might be the worst thing that you could do to a channel.
I swear to you, yeah.
When you take the time out to tell YouTube, hey, yo, this content, never again. I'll never again commit my life to any of this. So just go ahead and just scratch it off my page.
Yeah, we were watching. I think you were up here or we were downstairs. No, you were up here. And you know they just ask you surveys because YouTube can never get too much information. They were like, which game are you most likely to buy? And NBA 2K was an option. I was like, low, right 2K, right 2K, right 2K.
Or the other one where what service provider we use?
Yeah.
He's like, I got a thing with AT&T. Do AT&T. I was like, nigga, calm down.
That was a Dave Chappelle callback though, because Dave Chappelle had that bit where he was like, I've done ads with Pepsi and Coke. Which one tastes better? The one that paid me most recently. That was, it was a callback to that funny joke.
Damn, that's crazy.
I think that was For What It's Worth special.
I remember that though.
So yeah, I did a deal with AT&T. It's better.
It's crazy how your memory is good with Dave Chappelle jokes, but with everything else.
Because you have to think, I watch the specials like every 6 months. So it's like,
Christ.
Yeah, like there's like 6, 7 comedians like Louis C.K., Dave Chappelle, Hannibal Buress, Patrice O'Neal, and Bill Burr. There might be like 1 or 2 others that I'll watch.
We're supposed to do stand up too.
Yeah.
And what's crazy is I know when we do a stand up, you're gonna take my jokes, and that's the thing that goes.
I'm not.
You've never written down anything I've said that was funny.
This is what will happen.
Can you please answer my question? Just answer my question.
I'm about to. This is what will happen. We will be having a conversation, and in the midst of that conversation, an idea will spark. So I could be having that conversation with you or with anybody, but it's experience. That's why comedians and shit, they be writing jokes outside, or they just experience things because they know that's how you spark ideas. And then you'll claim it's your idea, even if it's something I said in the conversation with you. You don't care. In your head, it's your idea because you were involved in the process of me coming up with the idea, even if you didn't know you were.
Agent, I've never said anything funny and you wrote down the premise of that joke.
You're going to have to give me an example. I don't remember one.
Open that thing.
Oh, no, I murked it. I cleared everything because it was getting real deep. Okay.
Oh, stolen people's. Okay, cool.
But I do have like a rough draft for a bit. So it's like a minute. No, it's like 2 minutes maybe. I'm just going to make adjustments to it. And then we had to pull it to open mic.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's open mics. No, there probably are open mics.
I ain't gonna hold you.
I know.
You might actually beat me
In comedy,
in comedy and rapping.
I'm not gonna beat you in rapping. I'll beat you in writing.
I was freestyling with my girl the other day, and I was washed. I swear.
What does that have to do with comedy?
No, it's on rapping.
Oh, okay.
And I couldn't I couldn't call back to anything that I wrote like years ago, and I couldn't like freestyle, and I was like stumbling over words. And I was like, man, I'm out of shape right now.
But you're writing your rap though, right?
Yeah, but I still like, even when I was delivering it, it was kind of off. I was like, man, what am I trying to sound like?
The
right
producer
now?
will trust me, and the engineer's gonna put in work.
Nah,
we have a studio now. Man, I can't wait to like be in Atlanta longer. Once I have like plugs for everything, like, so you want to do this? Here? Yeah, I mean, I don't have any reason to leave.
I thought you were gonna leave me.
Yeah, that sounds like you want to talk about something.
No, coming up on 6 months, and I didn't know what you was gonna do.
Why are we having this conversation?
What are you saying?
Are you practicing for when you had to actually?
No, I'm saying like I didn't know like if you was gonna stay or not, or go back to Canada or nothing like that. Or you gonna go to like?
Yeah, I was going to
like live your dreams and go to LA and leave me.
I was gonna do that, but I was like, how am I gonna carry my channels by myself? So I was like, I just kind of need you here. So, You know what I'm saying? I guess technically I could just play with you like over the internet.
That means a lot.
You know what I'm saying? But I really want you to know that. Like I had a chance to. And I was like, nah, I don't want to be here with Marcel.
Look, yo, damn, what
what's funny? Sometimes I'll tell women like,
yo, you
no, what? I'm not crazy. I'm about to say like, I'll just tell them like, man, you just don't get my humor. Because I'm OD sarcastic. And then uncontested, they'll say something like, oh no, I know sarcasm. Or they'll try and prove that like, I get your humor. And I'd be like, yeah, you don't though. Like,
is it just women or other people too? I think it's other people.
In general, but maybe the people I chill around, at least the guys, they're just more troll. Like they know how to troll.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Women they don't even know how to like, I had to actively stop myself from like, okay, this is
yeah, it's good talk.
I'm going a little too far here.
Because you, Omar, and me, I don't think I've ever met anybody else who just is like, not just like constant troll, but like also like intellectual sarcasm troll, like that type of shit. Very rarely will I run across low-key, we're gonna be sentimental. That's part of the reason why I fuck with this man, yo. Cause like it's like literally, cause like for the longest I thought it was only just gonna be like Omar and I, but like yeah, you do get that.
I was talking to this girl though,
and I don't think people don't get it.
We was pulling up to a spot, right? And she told me like, just hurt my ankle the other day. And no exaggeration, I parked in the very far corner of the parking lot. Stop. But just to fuck with her, because I was like, it's going to be so fun to do that. It's going to be so fun. But then I looked at her. I was looking at her eyes. And I could see what I was putting her through.
Oh, okay, all right.
For my entertainment. Yeah, that's really what it is. Trolling is just inconveniencing someone else for your own entertainment. Even if it's just like the time you spent fucking around or the work you put them through.
When me and you troll or do the sarcasm jokes, it's not even inconvenience anymore. It's just like we're just joking and laughing. No, but we get it though in general. Like I can just like say sarcastic shit to you. Like when Lee says some shit, I'm like, oh, of course that's like that type of shit.
Yeah.
Nigga, when Lee will say some dumb shit like, man.
Yeah,
I can't even say. I can't say. But when Leo say some shit, and me and this nigga was like, of course, that's why you did that.
Because that's the opposite response anybody else would expect.
That's what I'm saying. That shit is just, I've
been trying to chill though, especially with people that's not you. Like I've been trying to like, let me relax. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do. I be realizing.
When you joke around too much, people don't take you seriously no more. Because you gotta know how to like be serious too.
But you know how to take me serious though.
No, but that's you though. Like if I'm
I see you saying.
If I'm talking to somebody that I don't know that well,
yeah.
Then you're gonna see me serious more often than not.
Yeah, for sure.
But like it'll be in me though. You'll see me like, you might see me she's trying to hold back a troll. Because I am. I'm trying to. You said something, and I could have played around with what you just said in a funny way, at least in my opinion, funny.
There be shit that be said on this podcast on another guest, and me and you would just look at each other. And there's sometimes niggas be saying that on the comments who like, look at these niggas just fucking trolling in front of another nigga right now.
Oh, John. John also knows how to do that.
Yes, John is also really,
Yes.
really, really good at that. Yeah, John is. But that's it. I swear, there's no when I saw John, I was like, man, this nigga might be my soulmate. That's
Yo, I
crazy.
saw John convince two random people at the house that he went to school for professional carpet cleaning, and he was telling them everything. Like he said, I could clean 2 miles of carpet in 75 minutes.
And they was like, oh shit.
Like, you went to school for that? How long you go to school for that? And he's like, I went just about 2 years. And I'll get my certificate like in 2 weeks. And in my head, I was thinking like, oh, like I wonder how long he's gonna take. And I was eyeing them down just to see, like, do they believe him? And they believed him for at least 5 minutes. And I was like, oh man, he's his legendary status. You know, I could see it in him though. How I met John, a circle of people, random people I've never met before. And out of all like the 8 people, immediately I was like, this guy is particularly interesting. Cause he made me laugh 3 times in 20 minutes. Do you ever chuckle out loud, like for real? Not like it's like not at a comedy club where everyone's just laughing all the time. Like in an environment where you're not even supposed to be like, you're just talking. And someone made you dead ass chuckle. He did that 3 times. I was like, okay.
Now, is it weird when I do that on dates? I'll be like, oh, I got you. Don't worry about it.
In terms of what?
Like if I'm just trying, I'm just like saying, I'm like doing little sneak jokes, kind of like fishing.
But you don't know them on a date because if she likes you, she will laugh at anything.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. In the beginning, because I hate that. I hate it. And like right now, actually, it's like, 'cause we had this conversation with my girl behind the scenes, but now she laughs like way more at my shit. I'm like, why weren't you laughing 2 months ago,
that's
nigga?
bad feedback. I don't know if the joke I told was any good because you laugh at all of them.
No. But now I completely understand her humor and all that other stuff. And there would be things I was like, man, I said something like this like a month ago and you didn't laugh.
Oh, because he understanding your humor now.
Yeah, that too.
That's
though.
really good.
Yeah.
I mean, that's sweet.
But then like when you first meet up, like you said, they'll be like trying not to laugh.
Yeah.
And they be holding back this shit and they be like, yo, that's like a fucking fastball I just threw your way. Like, come on, how does that not work?
Yeah.
But then when they give you the chuckle, you're like, okay, all right.
I love the laughs when like you know it was genuine because it was unlike the other laughs.
Yeah.
Like you know, like she wanted to control herself and not, but then like it was just a great joke. You know what I'm saying? Those are rare.
Yeah.
But because you got to catch people really off guard with that.
But I don't think I actually laugh at jokes like that.
Yeah, you do.
A joke that's set up. I'm not talking like
Just
from a comedian.
no, I'm just talking about in the course of a conversation.
Yeah, in the course of a conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like
You're
conversational.
not fucking on set, are you? When you
No, but like when people, I don't even like with some comedians and they try to set up a joke.
Yeah.
It's only like the setup has to be so good that it doesn't feel like you're setting me up for the joke.
Yeah, true.
That's the only time. But like a nigga like just saying a joke on the fly, like the one-liner jokes.
No. That shit is not corny. I'm talking about just regular conversation. I'm actually been trying to get better at that because I feel like if you're funny, you could just be on the internet
shit,
forever.
almost for 2 hours. Holy shit.
Or I feel like if you're funny, you could be on the internet forever. And I'm not naturally funny.
Yeah, you're not. Yeah.
In class, I used to think I was funny like growing up. But that's just that's like if you laugh at some shit I say, that's not real feedback to me.
Cause
like me, you and Davis, because we understand each other.
Yeah.
So it's like that's
just me giving you like a freebie, like trying to give you like a quick
not.
laugh.
It doesn't even mean you're fake laughing. It just means we understand each other's humor. So that's a layup.
Yeah.
So if I'm just talking to an absolute stranger, then that's genuinely a challenge because they have no evidence.
And you be getting hard when you do that shit, right?
Yeah, if it's genuine, I'm like, oh wow, was it that good?
Yeah, exactly.
But I try not to like.
You be getting erect. That's why I just said like
sometimes.
You just okay.
But I be trying not to like let like anybody's feedback determine like the frequency of how much I play around. Because then at that point, I'm doing it for your approval. But a lot of the time, I'm just doing it to either work on the skill or just because it made me laugh.
Or also just to figure out if we're on the same page when it comes to just funny.
Yeah, that's important
Like
too.
that's why I do. I like just try to
I'm
like.
just talking about in general right now, not with women.
Well, but even with like men, like I need to figure out like how can I communicate with you and how
Yeah,
can I joke
okay, I
with
see
you? That's
that.
what I'm saying.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
So like if you don't get this type of humor, then okay, maybe I can try something else. Like I just want to figure out like how to communicate with you. And sometimes if you don't understand how I'm joking in like a casual way,
I just get sad because it's like I can't joke around, you know.
yeah, exactly.
It's like, man, we
or
can't.
even if I can, I have to like do like corny jokes or something like that.
Like I have to simplify it.
Yeah,
I don't want to simplify
I
that joke because you might not. Oh man.
No. Yeah, I don't want to do that.
Yep.
That sounds very depressing. Actually.
Yeah, because it's like imagine you had a joke and you're like, nah, it's not gonna connect here, and you had to adjust.
And those are the worst situations when you have a great joke or it's like a moment where you're trying to like you want to say something funny and you're like, I can't even say it right now because you're not going to get it, or it's not, you don't find this funny in this moment, so I can't even make fun of it right now.
That is
That is the worst. Or what's even worse is that those same type of people, when they try to be funny and you're like, man, you're really just not funny, actually.
Yeah.
Wow.
There's some people I talk to where I get that vibe seriously from them. And those are the people I go hard on just telling jokes. Because I'm like, if I can get you to laugh, then that's improvement. Because you are not fucking with me right now.
But the niggas I don't want to talk to is like, yo, when they say something, I'm like, damn, man, you thought that was funny? That's tough, man. I can't.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I like it, though. Jokes is always, it's such a healthy way to live because it's like you taking a risk. Because it could just flop and then nobody reacts or you know it's a fake. You know what I'm saying? So it's you taking a risk for your own enjoyment, I'd hope, in a social situation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So in that sense, like it's a lot of what I do in general. It's like I just like to put myself in uncomfortable situations so that I get comfortable doing it. Like now I just walk outside in a bonnet. In Toronto, like Brian, you see me in shorts in -degree freezing temperatures. And not because like I want it to stand out, but just because it's like an exercise on how not to care.
If we was in certain areas in Atlanta, you walking outside with a bonnet would actually be acceptable.
Oh, were?
Yeah.
Huh. Nah, even there's people. I was FaceTiming someone today, and she was like, "You have a bonnet on? Like, you just call me. I'm in my house. I work on videos. I don't really give a fuck. I don't care."
And then God forbid you catch her in her bonnet, but we ain't gonna talk about that though, right? Yeah, God forbid we ain't gonna talk about that.
People act like when you have a bonnet on for some reason, you just couldn't give less of a fuck about your appearance.
And actually, I think it's the exact opposite for at least for some people. I actually feel so comfortable with you that I'm allowing you to like see me with a bonnet on.
Or
I don't want you to like when I'm with like really anyone, but like wearing a bonnet, like one girl, like let me see what the bonnet look like on you. Let me see what the no makeup look like. You know what I'm saying? Like you need to be comfortable around me because like I need to figure out what that look like. I don't need to be 10 months in and all of a sudden it's my first time seeing you with no makeup on. Like what the fuck going on?
Facts. Yeah, those are people trying to manage perception.
Yeah,
like if you just let
go to sleep with a fucking full face. Like don't fucking call me or don't fucking send me a pic at night. And you got fucking makeup on. Like, that's crazy. Like, I know that's not how you about to go to sleep. Nigga, cut it out.
I was on FaceTime with somebody. It was 2 a.m., Lo. And she had makeup on. And
cut it out.
And I didn't want to ask because I don't want to come across like, was you out? Like, I didn't want to get that vibe because I don't really give a fuck. You could be doing whatever. But I'm like, but right now, though, you're talking to me and it's 2 a.m. Like, what are we doing? Like, why do you have that on?
What I ask is like, oh, you better go somewhere? And you're like, what you mean? I'm like, oh, I see with the makeup on. You're like, nah, stop.
I haven't taken it off yet.
Like, man,
like
it's 3 in the morning. What you talking about?
You haven't taken it off. But that's because there are some women that just keep it on. They don't even be giving a fuck about their pillowcases.
If I FaceTime you, don't. And that's also crazy. I've been to a female house and her pillowcase is like the Joker's face. Like, it's just crazy, boy. Like, don't ever. Don't ever.
Yeah, that's tough.
No. Just take the makeup off.
That's like a Joker face.
Yeah.
She was face planted in that bitch.
She just rolled over in that bitch and it just printed right on like a fucking stamp.
Yeah. Hey, let's end this pod though because it's gone long enough. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna let it die at an hour, but I was like, I got you, Lo.
Oh,
I want to be Robert Horry for you in the corner.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Robert
saying?
Horry had a couple of games too.
Yeah, this is my good game.
Yeah,
hey
for sure,
man, you
for
know what I'm
sure.
saying? Good looks. I'm a champion at the end of the day.
You uploaded that video, right?
Which one?
When I was trolling, what were we playing?
Uploader? No, it depends on which one you're talking about.
Oh, the flight video.
Yeah,
Okay, and I was dancing in it.
yeah.
Okay.
And Willie cut out my dancing, and I was like, that was the.
You might need a meme editor. I swear to God.
He kept in like one of the things where I tried to do that shimmy thing, but he cut out all the other stuff we were doing at the end. And I was like, Willie, that was the meme, bro. Oh my God. Trying to make this new meme that I can't dance. Stop ruining it.
What is wrong with Waleed?
It's not even, I can't dance though. That's a real thing.
I know, but why would he cut that out?
I don't know. But he kept in some of your shit, but like brief parts of it. And I was like, man, that's tough. But I'm not going to tell him to re-edit it because I didn't really care enough. I just danced again later. Like the meme's going to make itself. I don't know how to dance. And I just don't do it in public. Mainly because like it is slightly embarrassing to have zero rhythm whatsoever. But that's something you could work on. You know what I'm saying?
You do the cha-cha slide?
Is that song that everyone played in like grade 6 dances?
Yeah.
Obviously, you're just following instructions on how to slide.
No, trust me, I've seen some people fuck that up.
That'd be very sad. But I would like how to learn. No cap. I wish when I was in like high school, I really like dancers. Like that was my
I
thing.
try to like you want like tango? What's wrong with that?
You want me to tango with you?
Yeah, you can tango.
Second channel video coming soon.
I'll have my get up and ready to go, bro.
I bet I'm with it.
Thanks.
And the pod, bro.
It's your pod.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah. Sorry.
I was carrying you in the beginning. I can't carry you at the end, bro.
Yeah, I carried the end though. I got you. I had that whole sales count. I'm so natural with shit.
Also, everybody gave you like a 3 on that meme.
I don't care. They're not meme raiders. So what I should be doing.
Some people say that too. Like
what I should be doing is banning all of them.
Some people that is like, I can't rate this meme because I'm not an official meme raider. I'm like,
That's a
shut
fact.
the fuck
They
up.
be
bro.
knowing. Anyway, yeah, that meme stuff for me is kind of like I did it and I might do it differently, but I don't want to do it the same way. At least on the main channel that I've been doing it, because it's fun, but it is getting repetitive, in my opinion, at least.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I ran through all the memes in the meme videos. Like I have a new meme I just created where I put arrows through my door
Yeah, you told me
anytime
about
I'm
that.
not feeling a meme.
I swear,
It's
in
so
this,
fun to
in this
do.
house, we're not getting the security deposit back. I promise
You
you,
don't
we're
need no
not.
fucking security deposit, man.
Oh man, we're not getting
You
it
look
back.
like-
Literally just walking
Hey,
around
you
the house, with holes in the doors.
You struggling, man? You struggling?
Doors like Swiss cheese. It's ridiculous, bro.
Who cares? Who do you care? I don't care. Okay, I just forfeit the money, and I'll fix it. The door is like what, $50 max? Max.
That's
Who
probably
cares?
like 200.
What? It's not a ironclad stainless steel door, man. This is a goddamn regular ass generic wooden door.
It's not, bro.
Anyway, thanks for watching the podcast, guys. Yeah, next podcast should be interesting. Don't troll though, bro. I will be shooting shots. I'm playing.
No, you're not. Actually, that's a crazy part.
I'm playing.
You're not though. That's the craziest part.
Thank you guys for listening. Apple Podcasts, people drop a 5-star. Google Play, Stitcher.
Your doors cost 150.
Man, what's the other song? Google Play, Stitcher, Spotify. Make sure. Hey, thanks for showing love. Word of mouth, people. Thanks for
Apple
showing love.
Podcasts, right?
And YouTube people, man. Video is available on YouTube. Make sure to go.
You don't say it no more. Say it.
I don't think I've ever said it.
Say it.
I'll say it along with you.
Say it.
Noti gang. Gang? Yeah, got a hezzy on them.
And
Yeah.
Word of mouth. Shout out to my word of mouth people, boy.
Facto. You know what I'm saying? It's good winning championships with you.
Facts. Finals MVP over here.
And I'm like Phil Jackson.
No. So let me tell you what I saw walking down the street when we went over there, right?
That's